to the 6, we be in the mix. With that rare candy paint job on the whip. I need food for the kids, money for the rent. Fuck a lockdown, baby, I can't do that shit. And I don't never vote, cause I'm fucking broke. And either way, I know the police ain't gon' leave me alone. On a plane, about to visit Glen Rock. Need crypto, told me I should bring the Glock with me. So I packed up my piece and I'm sliding. Cause we might get caught up in a riot. Middle finger Trump, middle finger Biden. Fuck a left, fuck a right, is you riding? Know you love to see it, dudes rocking. Ain't no politics, baby, we just talking. From the birds to the bricks, we be in the mix. With that rare candy paint job on the whip, who you with?
Special announcement today, guys. We are debuting. This is all through the work of my colleague here, Psi, put together a website. Now, the URL to that is gaypornography. No, I'll have the wrong.
Well, it redirects to it. It's like shared. It's shared.
Yeah, you went to GoDaddy, which that was a different site than we thought.
GayDaddy.
You went, no, it was just GoDaddy still, but it was like spelt like Go, like the Creole version, like
GAUX.
like LSU Tigers,
and
but it was GoDaddy.com.
Yeah.
And you went, but anyways. All seriousness, guys. rcnow.org. I love it because it sounds like political activism.
rcnow.org. Now we have to. There's one thing we have to get, like the stupid. It'll warn you. It might warn you that the site's not secure. It is. So we got to fix that. But it's like, I mean, maybe it isn't.
If you're honestly, I would hope our audience isn't like, oh no,
we'll send that shit. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm secure. What is secure nowadays? Not our border. But anyways,
it's I think we're stoked on it right now. There will be more coming to it. Right now, it's mainly if you're like an RC head, it's pretty much nothing. It's all you need. Nothing you haven't seen. A lot of it just redirects to the Substack and other shit that we already have. There are a few new options which I'll let you tackle, but there will be. We will start doing some exclusive stuff on there, and it does have all the Substack stuff on there. It's like a preview for the Substack basically. So, if you're already, signed, partners with us and everything, it won't be nothing too groundbreaking, but we will start adding some more exclusive shit there for sure.
Yeah, exactly. There is, let's see, let me make sure I have it right here. Oh gosh, I can't even find it right now, but it's the site is one of the newest features that you might not have known, right? Like you guys, we haven't really announced this yet, though. If you're in our Discord, we have teased this idea. You might be asking us, hey, when are you guys going to cover X? When, not Twitter, but, product X, artist, movie. Now, we do have a list of things we're going to cover. I'm not going to share that with you guys for obvious business reasons, but we have a sponsored episode platform, right? So this will be something that's done through Cash App, where basically by sponsor, that means you give us money, topic of your choice, and the episode comes out and we cover it. And it's not going to be one of those things like we will do a dedicated episode for it too, right? It will not be talk about it for 20 minutes and then horse around for a little bit like that. No. Like we give you if there's one thing about us, when you give us money, we usually give you what you're asking for the most part. So this is the tiers of the sponsored episode. Again, you go to rcnow.org. You can. It's best if you email us first, rarecandyindustries@gmail.com, because let's be real. Like I know there's going to be troll ones, and that doesn't now troll things doesn't mean like listen to a band you don't like. That's totally fine. That's what this is kind of for. The troll thing is like, hey, watch animal torture or something, just shit like that. Where we're like, at the end of the day, if you gave us money and we didn't do it, we just took your money, then you'd hate on us for it. So let's get that all sorted out in the email, rarecandyindustries@gmail.com. But if you want to request an episode, right? So this is the tiers. $100 for $100, right? You get an album or movie episode. So it's like, hey guys, this movie right here, boom. Or this album, boom. And that gets done. I would imagine that'll be a very quick turnaround too for your episode. Like it'll be out very quick. It'll be on the free feed too. And so we won't make you subscribe on top of that. Though that being said, for paying for that episode, it would have been like 2 years of subscription at that point. But anyways, now we go up. Now we go up for the big baller. This is big baller brand tiers. $250, right? $250. Artist or director catalog. Now we have to be within reason here. I mean, if we're talking like somebody that has like 80 albums, like yeah, maybe not like Rain Stick, ass like albums and shit. Like it'll be tough for that. But are reasonable, like we're talking like 10 albums, 6-7 movies type thing, $250 right there. We do a whole episode about that. So if you're like, why haven't they covered this director? And look, teamwork, guys. RC is a community. Somebody that loves this, and you guys have been messaging like, why won't they cover this? Go in together. Totally fine. And
that's a great. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I
pitch in like $25, and we do the most retarded.
The first one's going to be silver juice.
No, we do have a no silver juice clause in our. So we won't be doing that ever.
$1,000. No, that's $1,000. It's no clause. We'll do it. It's just $1,000. No, no,
it has to be on. By the way, I mean I've never. Well, finish what you're saying. I'll say what I'm saying.
Let me get the other two tiers. Yeah.
Not about the silver juice.
$300 for a custom Bob's Red Pill upon approval by you. I don't know why you added that. What do you mean approval by them?
By what? What?
You put that approval by you. This is what you put on the site. Custom BRP.
No, wait. That's old. First of all, I think I copied and pasted it from you.
Approval by you. Oh no, yeah, approval by you, dude. That was like a note for you.
Yeah. I thought
I don't want you to write about like that's why this is the email thing would be like. So I write about this. You'll be like.
That?
No, it's on there, but I like it though. Approval by you, sure. Yeah, we'll let you proofread it. Fuck it, I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
I 100. This must be an old version of the index because I 100% changed it. And then
I meant approval by you, like meaning I'm offering. I made up this tier. By the way, so I was just like, dude. So, no. Like if you're like with Psi,
I'll change that right now. Yeah,
dude, people love to do this thing where they're like, what is the size take on this? People DM me this a lot, and I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't know what his take is on this, either whether it's asthma or like anything like that. And it requires some research for him. That's why the tier is a little bit higher. That's $300 right there. Again, if 2 or 3, if you want to split that with somebody and one person sends the money, I don't care where it comes from. Peter Thiel, I don't give a shit. Let him pay for it. Contact him if you know him. This is the big dog. This is the
so
big.
Sick. If
I know.
Peter Thiel just float us $300 or something. Yeah.
First, I'd be like, damn it, why'd we price these things? We should have told him. But $500. This is the $500 tier. Now, this is a big one because this one, not only this one would throw a wrench in our schedule pretty big time. Like, so this is why with this, and it requires probably the most work for a custom GOF, Gain of Fiction, or PsyOps episode. That's $500. So I don't care if nobody ever picks that one, to be quite honest, but that's just the price. Because at the end of the day, there's a huge list for both of ours, and we would have to put that in there, read, and I guarantee you whatever anybody requests is going to be some fucking long ass Gulag Archipelago tome. Like, so I just know that that's going to be the case. Infinite Jest, like things like that. Which again, some of these things I'm interested in, but that's the way to do it. That really helps us too. Like that'll really, really help us. And like I said, we'll bump your shit up. Like if you get on there, like, and we will update you.
If you give us money, I'll do it that night.
Especially an album and a movie. I mean, I'll be like literally tonight I'll watch it, and then
I'm changing that right now, the index, so it'll be, and it's just Gain of Fiction instead of GOF.
Also, anime series is in the 250 tier, by the way, guys. Do not try to sneak that into the 100. Yeah, that's the series. Movie is fine. A movie is fine in the 100, but series is in the 250 tier.
What's gonna happen? Kelby is gonna make like $250,000 on this book launch that he's doing, and he'll just spam us. He'll burn $10,000 just trolling us with the animes to watch.
I would do it,
and we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it.
I would do it. Fuck it, change the whole podcast. Yeah. So yeah, also, that's.
Did you like the pictures? I put it.
I love the pictures. I love everything about it.
Through 10 on there, Yeah,
I love everything about it. Yeah, there's.
If you're in the Discord, we're open to constructive criticism too. And because
are we? No, I'm kidding. We are. Yeah. But no, on here also the reason we did this, and we'll move on from this here. This is not going to be the crux of this episode, but the reason we're doing this too is because Substack really just gets I think it's being discriminated on a lot of platforms. So now you can get into the Substack from there. And I'll throw this out there too. And maybe you don't know about this, and perhaps we should have talked about this off mic. But I think if you do anything over the $100 tier, I'll just give you a free year subscription to RC.
Oh yeah, dude, easy.
Yeah. Anything over the $100 tier. Sorry, if you have the $100, yeah. So, and these episodes will be free that come out too. Like, it's not like I'm not gonna like paywall the episode of that you paid for and stuff. And so
you paid him and you gotta pay an extra $5 to listen to it. That'd be raw, dude.
That'll be $5. Thank you. Yeah. So you just tack it on like one of those stupid like Southwest Airlines fucking fees where they're like the pretzel fee on there. And so the
rcnow.org. Love that.
rcnow.org. It sounds like we're running a really shady nonprofit. That's what I really like, because we're totally not doing that at all. That's the irony of it all. So everybody go check that out ASAP. So I was thinking something was cracking me up the other night. I ran this joke by my wife because I wanted to, and which is beta, but I wanted to see, like, am I just way off here on this? But I was cracking up because I was recording an episode on Gravity's Rainbow, and which that's coming pretty soon. That should be out maybe next week or the week after. There's gonna be an onslaught of RC stuff. Like, just be ready. It's gonna, like, just brace yourself, like the old meme, like winter is coming. And just brace yourself. It's gonna be both feeds just absolutely stuffed like foie gras animals. Like just absolutely stuffed. I was thinking about in Gravity's Rainbow, there's a lot of Shirley Temple references to the star because she was sexually abused. Like she was kind of not like definitely not the first one, but like it was. I remember that being like, you hear about that as like one of the first of Hollywood, one of like the first big cases. It was crazy. Shirley Temple, and I was just thinking, like, what if the guy who was like, let's just say the guy went to trial. They're like, all right, sir, you're under arrest for the sexual abuse of Shirley Temple. And like you and your lawyer are like meeting and you're like, dude, how are we going to get out of this? Like, this it's clear as day. I mean, there's like a paper trail everywhere, like people, witnesses, like this is terrible. The guy's like, and then the lawyer goes, it's a shot in the dark, but let's try this. They're in court and it's like Atticus Finch ass, like Gregory Peck guys up there. And he's just like, Your Honor, my client just had one too many Shirley Temples.
Damn, dude.
And like they're like non-alcoholic, and he's like, fuck. He's like, well, I said it was a shot in the dark. And I just drank like 3 virgin cocktails. And he's like, oh, he was not in his right mind, Your Honor.
There's that work for the Arnold Palmer case too.
Yes, if you molest Arnold Palmer, if you molest like 81-year-old Arnold Palmer,
damn, that like 50s, or that was the golden age for getting a drink named after you if you were a baller ass celebrity, dude. It's like those days are done, and there's no like Post Malone drink anymore. There's no like fucking like, I don't know, maybe there is.
There probably is. I guarantee you that. Well, because my take on Post Malone, he's going to have his own Sammy Hagar, like he's gonna be a guy that's popular forever, like Jimmy Buffett, but for like a specific kind of guy. Like right now he is mainstream. He is about as mainstream as it gets. Loved his last album actually, and but he's about as mainstream as it gets. But eventually, I think he's gonna become like the Cabo Wabo like resort guy. You know what I mean? Like sleeveless shirt, tatted up, Hawaiian shorts on. White Guy Fieri sunglasses. Obviously overweight, and then like just jamming and playing like doing like Eddie Money covers during his Two Tickets to Paradise with like this is not hating. I just think that's what he's gonna do. We're going to get you right back to the episode, but I just wanted to let you guys know of a few other things we offer at Rare Candy Industries. We have a Substack with free and paid subscription options. Free subscribers get access to all written content. That includes Bob's Red Pill. That's the best thing going on the internet right now. Trust me. Paid subscribers get full access to our premium episode feed. And that's just every episode we don't necessarily want to share with the general public, if you know what I'm saying. Again, that's rarecandy.substack.com. We also have merch. That link's a little long for me to say right now, but go to the description, go to our merch store, and find a shirt that's right for you. We have Rare Candy shirts, Dr. Bronner soap label shirts, Rishi mushroom shirts, all types of stuff there. Check it out. There's got to be something for you. And lastly, check us out on social media. On Instagram, we're Rare Candy Pod, but on Twitter, we're at Rare Candy Pod 1. All right, enough of that. Let's get you back into the episode.
The fucking cherry juice in there, dude.
Maraschino.
Would you order that? Would you order that? It's like Sprite. It's like Sprite and cherry juice.
Yeah, and it's fire.
Yeah, would you order when you were a kid, going to the
Mhm.
ordering with your dad and mom at the? Would you get those?
Yeah, because wasn't there a Roy Rogers? Wasn't that the alternative?
Damn, that's tight. I mean,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, because I thought the Roy
Yeah.
like, what is that? Like, if you're a boy, you ordered a Roy Rogers drink. Like,
Yeah.
I maybe I have this wrong, but like,
The
yeah,
waiter's like you're like a little boy ordering a Shirley Temple. He's like, fat.
yeah. What are you, fucking gay, kid? Get a Shirley Temple. Yeah,
Yeah.
This is the fucking old spaghetti factory. Okay, we don't do this
Yeah.
bullshit here. Yeah,
Dude,
no.
that fucking
Roy
that
Rogers
fucking
is
place, dude.
Roy Rogers is a non-alcoholic mixed drink made with cola and grenadine syrup. Oh, so it's with Coke.
That goes
maraschino
harder,
syrup.
actually.
I
You can't see.
I think that's what I
Visually,
got.
not
Yeah.
as cool.
Maybe
Visually not as cool.
Maybe I was just molested by a guy named Roy Rogers.
It
wasn't even the
drink.
famous cow. It wasn't even the famous cowboy. It was like Roy from The Office. Like a
Yeah. The drink is like the Men in Black memory pen. It's like, I remember drinking the drink, but you're actually just molested.
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah,
you had a drink. The drink tasted a little funny, didn't it, kid? No, the I don't know why I sound like Troy McClure there, but the old spaghetti factory was, I believe, where I first. I don't know if they have these everywhere. This is another thing where, like, when you grow up in one place and you're like, everyone has this. Which is what I thought about Rotten Robbie. But at Spaghetti Factory, if you were poor, you were ghetto fabulous restaurant.
It is. The interiors of those go crazy, dude. They're like legit beautiful in there, and they
yeah, it was like kind of like New Orleans Square, like kind of like
they have like a train.
Disneyland.
You can sit inside of a fucking train, like if you like a train car.
So sick
inside the restaurant. I mean, yeah, because up here we have one, and
oh, you do? So they
have one. No, and
elsewhere. Okay,
so
nice.
like a family, like one side of the family has like the kids' birthday parties there. So I've been several times in the last few years. I would say maybe 3-4 times, and it's pretty funny. First, it's definitely a cult classic, and they have every restaurant and when it opened on the menu as a border. I think the early one was the first one might have been San Jose. It
had to have been. It's still there too. It's still popping. Yeah,
and they got one of like Honolulu and the food, and they bring you you get free ice cream at the end of your meal, two different flavors. It's a trip. I could see why it popped off for sure. Yeah, dude, I didn't grow up going there, but
no, because it was weird. Like everyone's parent, like our parents, that was their like spot. Remember, like for their parents, like our grandparents took our parents there. Like that was a big thing. Like because you could get like wine there, which wasn't. I don't know if that was always like wine was always. And it wasn't like corkage fee bullshit that you see now. Like it was kind of like a place to have a nice dinner at that cost 18 cents. You know, it was like nothing. It's funny too because it was all food you literally could make at your house. Too.
Oh, the spaghetti! It's like the red, literally like cold spaghetti on a plate with like sauce just slapped on top. Yeah, it's not.
They tell the Prego truck to hide around the corner. And they're like, no, Nona made the gravy tonight. My Nona. And then it's like the Prego truck's like 2 blocks down. The guy's like wheeling a cart of spaghetti sauce from Safeway. And it's really funny. But yeah, I love that place. But I remember getting, because I remember like my parents would get drinks, you know, or whatever, wine or something, you know, something of that nature. And like I kind of wanted a cool drink. So that you would get the Shirley Temple or the Roy Rogers or whatever. But yeah.
Furley Temple.
Yeah, Furley Temple. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. And it could be like an Indiana Jones like temple kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like you could like double entendre that. That would be sick.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I'll tell you one time, dude, dietary revelation. This is nothing new. But it's sardines. I'm a sardine head.
Well, you know what? I mean, that's what a coincidence or manifestation.
Are you sardining?
Well, I mean, so we just have sardines and anchovies, and we make a Caesar dressing, dude. Classic old world Caesar.
Ooh.
Speaking of Mexico, dude, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Because you can make it without, pretty good, fine. You can make it vegan, fine. But then you pop a few of those bad boys in there, and you don't even taste them. Everyone's like, you know, but you don't even it's just
but those taste good though.
They do.
Sardine. I had never had a sardine because like you think as a kid you grow up, and I know they're like, you know, influencer, more like tinfluencer. Fucking, you know, like they're all these all these like LA girls, like, because you know it goes back to that slogan of like the prettiest girl you know eats like a fucking train hobo or a raccoon, you know, like they you know, Jimmy crack corn and I don't care, like from Pee Wee Herman. That's like how these women eat. they're onto something though.
It
like,
is. No, yeah, the tinned fish is like, it's like a Venn diagram of, it's like LA chicks reading Welbeck and middle-aged British
they're
men.
not reading well, but they're not reading
Yeah,
well.
well, yeah,
They're taking
posting
pictures.
Welbeck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mhm.
Or like, yeah, middle-aged, like a 56-year-old British guy who just got arrested for like a racist meme in London or something, you know, or like he criticized
having a proper sardine tonight, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, have a go. You're having a go.
He's reading with a candle. Yeah,
he's just a Harry Potter goblin. Yeah, and he's just eating sardines. But yeah, it's I mean they're delicious, and I swear, man, they are nutrient dense, which is like I don't like breakfast at all. Like it's not
guy. Yeah,
it's not even the food. It's just I don't like eating at that time of day that much.
Yeah.
Like to me, like my breakfast would be like frozen sausages. Like it would be like a couple links, and I'd be
Jimmy Sardine, dude. Yeah,
all day. Jimmy Dean, Dine. And it's just a fish, and he's like the coexist Jesus fish. That would be a good company because that's because that like isn't allowed anymore. Have you noticed that the coexist thing?
It's not.
Because I mean, honestly, like at all. If you look at the coexist logo, you're like, damn. I think it's like the old pride flag.
That was from an era when you like no one. It was before. Yeah, it's a sign of the times, so to speak.
It felt like I don't want any trouble. That's what it felt like. It felt like when you were driving, you saw the coexist, and you saw like the King of the Hill teacher guy with the acoustic guitar driving.
Coexist people were cool. Everyone makes fun of them, but they
I liked
cool.
it. I liked
cool.
it.
Yeah. They were just kind of
Mm-hmm.
People think it was a certain person, and it wasn't that person. You know, is what I'm saying. You know,
there was a Christian guy in my math class in high school. Now you and I did not take the same math. He was younger than me because I stayed in the sophomore math class because I couldn't pass it. But this guy he had coexist, but it was spelled all regular, but the T was still just the cross, and he was like, "It's just God, bro." And I was like, "That's so sick, dude."
That's hard.
Just you coexist with me, and that's it, dude. He was funny though.
Yeah.
He was a rapper, and he had a song called Obama Side. And dude, he looked like the comic book guy, like a skinnier version of the comic book guy from The Simpsons. He did not look like a Christian guy at all. He looked like just a gamer. He looked like a gamer, Magic the Gathering guy. And I don't even think he fucked with Magic the Gathering. That just said Magic, and he was one of those like evangelical guys. He was like poor too. Like he wasn't like a rich kid. I knew exactly where he lived. It was behind the train tracks, and you know the train tracks I'm talking about. Like over there. And he had a song. I listened to it because it was during the MySpace era, and he had like 23,000 friends on MySpace, for like a fucking sophomore in high school. And you would look, and it would be like you'd lurk his MySpace, and you'd see his you'd click it, and it would be like a guy named like, "My name's Ken Palmer, and I sell real estate in Texas, and I love this rapper," you know. It's like I don't listen to hip hop much, but this kid's got the flow. And he had a song called Obama Side, but it was about abortion. So basically, Obama was just babies into the wood chipper.
Yeah.
Which, maybe, I mean, there might be a little truth there. And he was so funny, man. Like at school, he never talked about it. And then you would go home and go on MySpace, and he'd be firing shit off, dude, on there. It would be all day. Like and his rap would be like, Obama doesn't even have a birth certificate. Like, and he would be rapping like that.
Wait, not trying to fact check here. MySpace era, was Obama president yet? Or was he like a campaigning,
Yeah.
Did I catch you in a fucking...
This was probably like 2009.
I catch you in a lie right now,
I stayed with him. No, I stayed with him the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Dude, first off, I would never let go of my fandom of this guy. No.
For sure.
We had MySpace in high school. He was like a Christian, but then in 2008, running for president, we're graduating high school, and then I stayed with it. I stayed with him. I would never jump off the wagon. I think you know who I'm talking about.
Did he got me and kind of us into Alex Jones like before anyone knew about him?
I don't know if that was
prisonplanet.com. Remember, he's like, you got to check out
I don't think he was into that kind of stuff.
Okay,
honestly.
Never mind.
I think he was really normie. He was like really
okay. Yeah, definitely not.
Like Mike Huckabee, like Christian guy. Like, I don't think so. No, I'm telling you, dude. This is not I will send you. I will see if his music is still on the internet because I will send it to you after. But yeah, he had.
Man, I've tried to find our mixtapes to no avail.
I can't find them.
The Mega Upload got like sold and
that was Mediafire. It was
Mediafire. Okay,
which that one's gone too. They were fun. I mean, there was no lyrics, guys. Ha ha ha. But like, it was instrumentals. I was like, I guarantee you these hold up. Like, I guarantee you, like they were pretty fun.
I remember, I had a rough time in not to derail, but I want to get back to what the
I
mean,
got nothing more on him
because we were making beats, and then I went 3,000 miles away, and we were still trying to keep the beats going. You and I coast to coast, and I just had a rough time. You know what me and everything, and I was just holding on to the music so bad, and then it was just like the worst time in my life. But I remember they had some and I stayed in like this kind of art dorm with all these there were some cool bros in there that were like into music and stuff. And they would do like avant-garde shit, but they were cool. And they would be like, oh, let me hear your music. And I was like super embarrassed and didn't want to, because they weren't like hip hop heads and everything like that. And I remember I showed it to them and I was like, fine, whatever. And they were like, what, dude, this is, and they weren't even being nice too. They were like, what the fuck, dude, this is crazy. And then I was like, I know, but I'm like super depressed right now and I can't make music. So it's such a weird time in my life.
But I mean, like super depressed guy is the guy that makes music. That's the problem.
That's the thing though. Is like,
was that
there's
compounding?
There's a line where it like I was like had that thought. I was like, oh, maybe I can at least make some fire music now. There's a line that you cross where it gets messy and your shit does. It's like drugs. When you take, maybe like a half tab acid, you're making the sickest beat you ever heard. 4 tabs, you listen the next morning, you're like, what is this?
That's fun. That's fun though. That's a fun thing. Like when you work all night and you're like all fucked up, like partying and all that stuff, and then you in the morning you're like, this is so gay. This is so bad. But it's like kind of charming because you're like, that's all right. It was like, because you worked that out of you, like that bad thing was there the whole time.
It was,
and so you had to kind of purge that, and it was fun. You had like beers with the bros, like some weed and whatever else, know, and you were like, just like, okay, that eventually was going to come out, and there's nothing worse than like your right mind during oh dude, I was watching. We're getting ready to do an episode on the police, so sorry if you were going to pay for that, but that's like next week, so I don't mind saying that. On the police, not defund the police, I would actually fund them heavily if they actually liked each other. Sting, Stuart Copeland, Andy Summers. They were talking about they go on Rick Beato's they were on Rick Beato's show, all like fighting fish. They all have to be like separate and stuff. And so I was skimming through some other Rick Beato interviews because I haven't listened to him in a while. And he's really funny, man. The way he interviews, he'll be like, so what you did going from B to G, then from G to F? And he goes like that, he'll like, that'll be his thing. And he'll really gets like them into like Spurg music brain. And he goes, so why do you hate Sting? Right after it becomes like a hyper personal, like TMZ tabloid question. They're like, can we talk about theory some more, Rick? So he's really funny. He had Hans Zimmer.
Fucking rules.
He had Hans Zimmer on, which I think is his best interview. That interview, dude, Hans is sick, man. He's you can say what you will. So I know some people like have some people like don't think his music is that good in movies.
Hans Zimmer is
Hans Zimmer, yeah, exactly. Oh, that's a good one. And but yeah, he was talking about when he was in London and like super broke back in the day. Like I think he was like doing like prog rock and like kind of like studio session shit, like on piano and things. Nothing crazy. And he was saying like that I thought this was the most relatable thing I had ever heard. Where he was like, isn't it, when you like finally have time, you're like, okay, cool. From like 2 p.m. to like tonight, like through the night, I have nothing to do. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to be creative. Yeah. And he gets home and he's in this like place where he's like, it's like one of those like London, like bombed out, like Liverpool never got refurbished after World War II like places in England, where they would film like Delicatessen at or something. And he's like, I had one little like coil thing to like heat my can of beans on. He's like, but that's all I needed, man. Like starving artist. And I had he had like the crazy like crazy expensive like sampler thing like that from back, because those were so expensive back then. And he would have that in his like falling apart paint peeling apartment. But he said the problem was the generator. It was coin operated.
What the fuck?
Most British bullshit I've ever heard in my life. Philip K. Dick, like Ubik apartment.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what he said. I don't know. I'm like, this couldn't be a lie. I mean, like, I feel like it's an easy verifiable thing. But he's like, he didn't have any change or any money, so he was like just sitting in the dark all night. And he was just like, you finally have that night for yourself, and you're just missing like one thing. That was great.
That's crazy.
So. By the way, I do fuck with Hans Zimmer. I know there's people that don't like his scores. I mean,
he's tight.
Lion King. I mean, come on.
Yeah. No, he's raw.
Interstellar. People have problems with
Interstellar?
that movie. You can't hate on the score.
Dune's soundtrack goes hard.
That one's a little drony to me. Like I think when he
Yeah.
gets, because I like Reznor, but even Reznor, I don't really care for like the Social Network like ass like Reznor.
Yeah.
Like that shit's lame. I like the Challengers Reznor. Like that shit's cool.
Yeah.
Like to me, I know it fits, but like Dune is so fucking boring. And hey guys, $500, I'll read it. But the
hold up, I'll be right back. 1 second.
Yeah, $500 and I'll read Dune. He is sick though. I love Hans Zimmer and so True Romance too, with the fucking the steel drum marimba shit. That shit's sick. But yeah, so I don't know if you saw the thing, but Trump is looking into what is it called, descheduling marijuana? Is that when you make it not Schedule 1 or something? Yeah, which I think is long overdue. I think that's retarded.
I didn't know it was still scheduled. That's crazy.
Federally.
Damn.
I mean, again, there's a lot of states that are like, no, we're not doing that. And I think Trump
I'll tell Alex Berenson, dude. Yeah,
or literally anybody that's based on the internet, apparently. Because there are people going like, that was the one where they're like, guys, I don't think I'm trusting the plan anymore. I'm like, over weed?
Yeah. All the others. Yeah, exactly.
No, and like it's funny when you go on the internet and you find out how many people live in New York, and you'll see the classic New York, or people that are from California, they'll go, when you go outside in California or New York in 2025, you go outside and you are greeted with an onslaught of the grossest smell ever.
No, you're fucking not.
Marijuana.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not the grossest smell in New York. New York is a trash pile.
Yeah.
If it's like over 75 degrees in New York, it smells like pure garbage.
Yeah.
And California, trust me, we got some gross smells too. Like first off, I don't even think weed smells bad. I don't understand that at all.
It's easily not as offensive as tobacco, which is horrible, dude.
Yeah, I don't like to smell cigarettes at all. I never have.
No.
I mean, like pipe tobacco's nice. Like that's
cigarettes.
Great.
Yeah,
but I don't think those are nice. But apparently that's high IQ when you're smoking cigarettes and complaining about weed outside your base New York apartment. But anyways, I was just thinking of like, because there's like a lot of people who have these crazy like, you ever notice that people can't just be against something? They have to be maximalist about its like blast radius on society. And like then that's when the lie actually comes in. Is the okay, like they'll be like, they'll be like, I don't have a problem, I've smoked it before, like whatever, but like if you notice, like it ruins your sperm count for a man. And I'm like, I don't think that's true. The only reason I say it's like, I'm sorry, go to like any like hood ass neighborhood and there's just dudes with like 9 kids that smoke weed all day.
Didn't like Bob Marley have like 12 kids?
I know. I was just like, that doesn't check out. So is it only do it for white people?
That's which would they would make them not? Yeah, they'd be like, see, it's
I know, but that's like, that'd be weird. Like, I'd be like, because that does not check out from what I've seen. Like, at all.
And it's very I don't know. And I've struggled with it a lot. It's not like I have a harder time with it than a lot of people, I think, and you do kind of have that like schizophrenia slider. There's a little slider there, where you're like, it's not zero.
That's crazy. I don't have schizophrenia for it. Like,
I don't know. I don't know if that's even the right word, but so I'm like, I get it. It's like, hey, like we could critique this, but the whole people that say like society's been ruined since the passing of this. And I'm like, I don't think everyone that was, it's not like there's a bunch of new smokers, It's like
there are, but they're all Redditors that like, I'm sorry, their politics didn't change. Like, like Redditors started buying weed from the store is what happens, or like tech guys or something like, and that's like when, because I used to work at these places, and you would like for a while, like they have, especially in California, there's a huge tax on it. Like it costs way more at the store. So people that are like, smoking weed every day and have been for a long time, like they're not trying to pay that premium for it's like, I know there's alcoholics that drink at bars every day, but it's like, that's a waste of money when you do that. You know what I mean? Like you should be like, and usually there's a cope, like I'm doing it to be social or something like, with this thing, but with weed, it's like, and I will say weed has become more antisocial, which I think is bad, because the cool part about weed back in the day was like meeting up with your friends. Now it would take forever to buy it. I would talk about this all the time on here, but like it would take forever to buy it. It's three crumbled ass dry buds in a Wendy's napkin that you waited all day for, you know,
the cigarette cellophane.
Cigarette cellophane.
Dude, all day. Yeah.
Do you have a bag? Why would I have a bag? It's actually just my sweaty ass palm. It's in my sweaty ass palm, and I'm gonna hand it to you. I thought you had a bag. It's like, no, that's not how this works. This isn't a fucking grocery store in California. Like, you know, I'll pay 10 cents. Add 10 cents. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. But the people that would like, it's like, I know there's a lot of people that just can't handle it. So like weed maximalism. I remember for a long time, Joe Rogan used to like really. He used to really like, you sure you haven't tried it? Like, if you just try it, like, dude, you don't have. Like,
he also started when he was like 43, you know, which
I
is
know,
like,
isn't that funny?
Which is very, like you have to know what it is at a certain age, you know, you have to know what it is. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know.
And another fallacy too is that there's only like Zoomer fucking SSRI, like atom bomb weed.
Yeah.
Every store has like chill shit. Yeah. Every weed store you go to has these like little like mid-ass like shake joints that like are just totally like 70s weed. You know, like they all have that. And guess what? All you have to do when you go to those stores when you want that is go, hey, do you guys have this? And they're like, yeah, we got that. And then they go get it for you. And then it's like, the panic around it, I can't do. Like, I don't think, much like many moral panics, I don't think the height or the apex of like being based is like the Footloose parents, you know, or like the protesting Elvis being shown from the waist down. Yeah. You know, like these, like you see, like that's typically a thing that people that come from extreme ideologies that were like extreme, extreme libtards, extreme. I saw this woman on like it's going around, it's viral or whatever, and she's like this hyper Christian woman that you can absolutely tell is a like former feminist, you know, like, and she still has that dog in her, even though she's like Christian now.
They just shuffle it around. They just move it around. It's like moving from like PayPal to Wells Fargo. They just shuffle it. They just shuffle their like. People don't change.
Diversify their bonds.
Change. Yeah, exactly. No, and people do change, but it's. The better change is to chill out, you know, to relax.
Right. It's not the state of fear, right? It's the intensifying of everything. But you can tell the reason I'm saying this is like this woman was going viral for basically saying like, I don't know why a Christian man needs like sex from his wife constantly. And like that was her big thing.
Okay.
And I'm like, and I was just like, you're a feminist. This is a feminist. This is you repackaging feminism. Like into this thing, like, because what attracts them about this new ideology, this like this new frontier, this new thing is the rules, is the restriction, is the taboo, that immediately making something taboo, transferring all of society's problems onto one thing. And if we were to get rid of that one thing, then actually it's not over because we'll find one more thing, and people just get addicted to cutting stuff out, censoring things. And there is a little bit of horseshoe theory on the left and the right, because so many people are coming from extreme left, extreme right. And when you like with weed, right? Let's bring it back to weed. Like I'm from California, so this is perhaps an echo chamber. I don't know anybody tripping out about weed over here. Like anybody.
No.
There were Republican kids growing up that would have like huge bongs in their house, like, and not even like hiding it. It wasn't like a dirty secret. Yeah, it was just like, I have a Gadsden flag behind me and I smoke weed. Like, you know,
it's the classic case of California being. It's kind of the same thing with like the race stuff, where all the base people, they're all freaking out, and meanwhile, like California's just been chill about shit. Where it's almost like we've just gotten over a lot of that shit. I don't know. Does that, does that kind of, I'm not saying that isn't like, there are people freaking out about, I don't know.
I just hate when the whole, like, it makes people complacent. And I'm always like, okay, yeah, I could see that. Like, there's definitely days where you're just like, well, I'm too high to do anything. Like there's definitely those days for sure. But are we dealing with a motivated person to begin with a lot of times. Like I feel like a lot of times people just like they're just okay with their lack of, like when you'll smoke weed, you just become okay with your lack of motivation.
You can hit them with the correlation doesn't equal causation. Be like, like
yeah,
just hit them with that whenever they say that.
I just don't think I just think like, first off, like I'm down for libtards to hit vape pens in their house and not do anything all day. Like I'm down for that. By the way, I've been basically supporting a science fiction version of that for a long time. You know, on this podcast,
when the libs are when they're screechy and paranoid and intense, they could probably go for some like heavy Afghan indica or something.
Indica, just couch lock, dude. The new season of Wednesday comes out, dude. You just fucking just chill, dude. Like stick it to the epic Christian right, you know, like just from your couch, do it. You know, and I have a hard time. I have a hard time with ninnies. I hate ninnies and like marms and all of the. I don't like.
It's all this thing like they wear the cloak of. I don't know. So I'm not saying people don't authentically feel that way, which is fine. You know, but it's almost like they're putting on that blazer. You know, pun intended. Where they're like they think that's the thing the thing they have to wear. That's the take they have to have on it. You know, is like a very. When it's really not that, it's not that big a deal.
It's not a big deal at all. And
it's
for me, it's like I use it regularly, and I don't know. For me, it's always agreed with me. I mean, for the most part, I'm trying to slow things down a little bit sometimes. Like I'm usually so overwhelmed with how quick the mind is moving, and that's not an IQ thing. I don't think it's a lot of smart thoughts that are happening when that's happening. It's kind of just relax, just relax a little bit, just sit down. Just deep breath, and then we move on, you know. And I do know people who just like, there's of course personalities. Like in a way, there's a gateway drug to it, like aspect to it. But at the end of the day, if it's legalized, I think the gateway's a little closed. You know, like in a way, like because when you smoke weed around like weed dealers back in the day, they had other shit. And eventually you would do that. But if you go buy like epic Rick and Morty weed from like the dispensary, they're like, well, we have Wiz Khalifa weed.
That's the end of the end of the line. That's the We
have Danny Trejo vegan taco weed if you want that too. That might get you going. Huh?
Yeah. I honestly wish it got to a point for me where just the physical effects, like just the lung buildup and it does not agree with me as. I wish there's certain things I wish sometimes like I'll drive by like Jack in the Box, like that's another Glen and Psi thing from back in the day.
The correlation does
they go together.
Causation there. Yeah.
You know, sometimes I drive by there and I'm like, and I'll tell my wife, I'm like, don't you wish we could, because we're just like you know, we're not orthorexic or whatever that fucking dumb word is. You know,
I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
We enjoy, you know, where you're like hyper focused on every ingredient and you're like, should I eat carrageenan or you know, and it's like and we're, you know, it's like we don't care. Like we'll eat good food for sure, but we're not eating Jack in the Box. And so like sometimes we'll drive by there and I'll just be like, don't you wish we could just fucking eat that right now? That's kind of how I feel. And we could, but it, you know, maybe, you know, but that's kind of how I feel about weed, where it's just like, man, I wish that I could just do it with separate all the negative and just only have the positive, you know?
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
Yeah, and I haven't figured out a way to do that for me.
Oh, I mean, like, dude, there's certain things that I can't handle being the passenger in a car that's going through a windy road. I can't.
Yeah,
I wish I could, because there's a lot of places I'd like to go. I have to drive.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is. I have to drive. There's there's certain things in life where you're just like, well, that's not for me, you know, because I'll probably ruin it for everybody. Or and like I've always been like, whenever I'd like would pass a joint to someone back in the day, and now I don't have friends. What the fuck? But like. But back in the day when I would like pass a joint to someone, they go, no, I wasn't like, what? What's up? What, dude? Like, it's like such a fucking after school special bullshit thing. Like I know there's weed pushers, but like you can say no, because weed is not an inherently violent thing. It's not tweakers. It's not fucking, you're a fed, like all this stuff. And I just like, people always like mistake that as pro weed. I'm like, dude, I'm not pro weed. I like, it is. I think that's a no-brainer move by Trump. That's actually like a pretty populist move, I think. Like to just be like, hey, this thing that nobody really cares about anymore, let's not make this a problem. And let's be real, if you're going after cartels, which he is, and that's based, I think it's absolutely based to do that. If you're going after cartels, legalizing weed's a big thing. Like just I'm sorry.
It's also connected to the fentanyl thing, you know, if you want to stop the flow of that, you know, it's all connected. Yeah.
I'm telling you, like cartel people, like people that are like bought out by cartels, they actively support drug laws, like harsh drug laws, because it creates the illegal pipeline. Like that's where the bread is buttered. I mean, like it's like you go back to the prohibition days with alcohol. Like, was it better when alcohol was banned? No. Like you would just like, you know, just no, it wasn't. And so I just think it's kind of weird when people, like I said, people just get addicted to like scaling things back as part of this reactionary thing. Like it's a new toy that you learn. And I'm like, dude, nobody gives a shit about weed. Nobody forces you to do it. It's not chemtrailed from the sky on you. I mean, I'd rather it be that than what they actually chemtrail on the sky. But like nobody, that's such like a Bill Hicks joke from back then. What if they just chemtrailed weed, man?
Yeah.
What if they did that, man? What do you think Rush Limbaugh would like that?
Yeah.
He would like
replace fluoride in the water with LSD. Yeah,
I just want to put some kush over Pat Robertson's house, man.
I would pay to see it.
Yeah.
Fucking 700.
That's like totally that tier of like Carlin Hicks
700% club, dude. Yeah,
700 milligram club.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, I don't think anybody else thinks that's funny except me. But
that's for the fellas. That's for us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the
if we don't make $1,000 in the first 24 hours of our new website, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I know you have that vest you said you would detonate in a public place.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, just kidding.
Yeah. No, you're not. You weren't.
I'll do silver juice for all. Yeah, if that's included, I'll do it.
The discography is $250. I've seen their discography.
Yeah. What about fish? Would you do fish?
Dude, that's the thing.
Oh no, I got slightly stupid, dude. I'll tell you what. The next monthly drop of our funds hitting, I'll pay for us to do slightly stupid anonymously, so you'll never know it's me. Although now you do. But
I was gonna say I don't know how this is gonna work. You're not really pitching very well.
Yeah. We'll do slightly stupid. Glenn's favorite band of all time, Slightly Stupid.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, that's not even in the top 20 things I'm scared of people requesting.
Really?
I know there's some shit. I'm telling you, like there is some like. I'm not even gonna say it because people are gonna do it. Like there.
Don't want to give any ideas.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so funny. I don't have much of a docket today. I just wanted to fucking fuck around.
Yeah, we're horsing.
I was at Starbucks and it was so funny. This guy asked for a soy latte. Yeah. And he was just this boomer that I could tell just doesn't know the meme. Like it all it's just like he goes, can I get a latte? Soy, please. Like that. He says it really loud. And I just like, because he was like one of those like total like rare caterpillar hunter guys, like, you know, like nature walk, like old guys that are great. I love those guys. Picking up trash, like everywhere he sees it, like really like total just guy you want to live in your neighborhood. But you can just tell he has no access to that meme. And it makes me makes me happy that like there's a boomer that just isn't just absolutely melted by fucking whatever just completely microwaved by MSNBC.
Awesome.
I mean, he probably is too. That's the sad part. But it just, at least to that point, and then he got it. He drank it. He took a sip after, and he goes, gotta have my soy, like that, and walks out. and I just loved it because like if I even laughed, he would just go, "Why are you laughing?" Like he would have no clue why I was laughing.
Dude.
And it was like he's a Wojak, dude. Like you're literally a Wojak. Like
Wojak's are the greatest.
But you start thinking about me. Like I start thinking about like, why do I care about that? You know, like he's so confident in ordering that drink that it was great. And
if you take the memes too seriously, then you're the Wojak. That's the thing. If you're like the what, the soy, you know. Soy is an odd milk and coffee drinks. I'll tell you what, dude.
My grandma got absolutely nuked by butter spray and silk milk, dude, in the 90s. And she died of like cancer that's probably from that. Like, I mean, she was in her 80s and her husband had already died, so I don't think she cared. Like, she was like, whatever. Like, I mean,
beyond buttered.
Butter buds, dude.
Yeah,
butter.
I was just
buds.
making a Mac Dre reference.
Oh, I thought that's
butter buds.
Yeah,
what the fuck? Can you even
look
buy
them up?
In stores,
look them up, dude. Look them up. If you guys haven't seen them, they're disgusting. And
I
feel
Kraft
bad.
crumbles. Is that? Like...
It's very. I mean, it's similar. They look like Neil Armstrong came back from the moon allegedly with them.
Dude, is that a strain name too? Butterbuds. That's
probably like, honey buds and shit.
Yeah,
like rolled in wax. No,
dairy concentrates. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I've
read
never
the ingredients. Can you see the ingredients on there at all? Like, is there any? Yeah, see if you can just read what's going on in butter buds, because that was during the time in the 90s where they told you butter was like gonna kill you.
Yeah.
So like old people,
it's sprinkles. You can
sprinkle
it on your food.
Sprinkle me, man. Yeah, sprinkle me.
Yeah,
man.
Exactly. Wait,
butter
hold up.
buds.
Hang on. E40 for sure uses butter buds. Dude.
So I lost all that weight. No,
Wait,
it looks. Yeah, you've never seen these before,
dude. They have like a whole like docket. They have like a whole spreadsheet of.
Are they still going?
Dude, they have a whole like fucking percentile base. This is like Butterbuds Asia, Butterbuds ghee, butter sauce number 6.
Oh, that sounds
concentrate.
That sounds healthy. Was it? Can you dab that?
I know you probably can.
Dab that off a domeless wild.
I think this is like the corporate site, probably. But yeah, that's crazy.
When you're trying to order a fucking bulk amount of them, like no, it's like she had butter buds, she had butter spray, and then like the gold Diet Coke.
Oh yeah,
which I don't know exists anymore. Remember that? Was that caffeine free? I think that was caffeine free. So you'd be at her house. I love her to death, but my gosh, she would have like the worst coffee. It would be like half calf coffee, like mixed decaf with like mixed instant. And then so we'd go for a walk and just hit like any store that was over there and just get some coffee. And bless her heart, and it didn't take her very early. She was well into her 80s when she died. So it was like,
dude, seeing an old person's pantry is a shock, dude. It's a fucking, you're in for it. It's crazy. Cause it's almost like they're in a whole different reality.
Yeah, it's almost like they're ready for like doomsday, but doomsday is just like what their doctor said causes heart attacks in 1993.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, the doctor looked, they're like, hey, my cholesterol's up. And they're like, yeah, it's definitely the butter.
Well, it's funny because they wouldn't. I have a kind of beef about this where everyone's, because there's like the whole based food people that are like, and they told us to go low fat and we tried it and it didn't work. And my whole thing is like, no one was low fat. They would eat, like my grandpa would eat like he would eat like a Slim Fast bar and like a chocolate butter pie in the same sitting. And he thought they would like cancel out, and that's what everyone was doing.
Dude, they were retarded. They were retarded, and the doctor, and so were the doctors. Like the doctors would be like, they would be like, yeah, so definitely eat the greasiest meat possible for sure. Like do that, like coat it in seed oils, like that's totally fine. Like chill on the salt.
Yeah.
And you're just like, well, all right. Like, like they would just, and it would totally be this. And I know there was that whole like trans fat thing that happened back in the day where it was like trans fat versus or saturated fat or something like that. It was something where it was like, the Peters don't like this, but like the sugar lobbies were like, actually it's this, and this is why this cereal is fucking awesome for kids, and stuff. And so it was just like this whole like lobby thing. And like, again, we talk about this a lot with boomers. Like they had no reason not to trust that. Like every dice roll was fucking snake eyes, dude. Or I don't know, is that good or bad? I don't know. It was a 7. I don't even know the one you want. I don't gamble. I mean, snake eyes might be bad. Actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, okay. So not snake eyes. Right? Yeah, something like that. Whatever. They Yahtzee is what they would do every time. They would
shout it out, dude.
Yeah, they would get it done. And like anytime they'd be like, maybe I should invest in this. Sick money. Got it. And like it was just, there were like a few ways, like they were like, I mean, back in the day, if you trusted the plan back then, you lived longer than your parents, guaranteed. Because obviously, and then like because they had like fucking Tom Joad Grapes of Wrath parents and shit, and then you got the house, you supported any current thing, it didn't matter, dude, you just did it because it was like, yeah, bro, look at my fucking sick ass house, look at all of this, like why would I not? And so like then the diet was a big thing because for a while, like boomers, the last thing they were like the first generation to have doctors like whenever they wanted.
Yeah, it's true.
Like just like doctors happening, like
on
just
tap.
On tap. Yeah, they would just a 16-ounce pint of doctor. They could have it at any moment, and they would and they could go into their place, and the doctor would just be like, "What's your fucking name again? Oh, is this your chart? I have no fucking clue. I don't know, fish.
Yeah.
I don't what? I don't know.
Yeah.
And they're like, my doctor says I can't have salt anymore.
Yeah.
And then you're like, their food is fucking disgusting. Like they're getting over a flu constantly.
Yeah.
And but then dessert after every meal.
From the 5 to the 6, we be in the mix. With that red candy paint job on the whip. I need food for the kids, money for the rent. Fuck a lockdown, baby, can't do that shit.
Yeah.
Every meal. Dude.
Do you ever have the salt replacement, the potassium chloride?
No. You know what? She probably had that. And
The first bite tastes like salt, and then you just get hit with this like metal. It's like pure tin on your tongue, dude. It's great. It's actually like you can use it for like based. It has potential. You could use it if you know what you're doing. But I mean, as a salt replacement, it just tastes like fucking like. It feels like you're having a stroke when you're eating it. You're just like, am I okay right now?
My grandpa, other side of the family. He's still with us and everything, but I think probably like 10, 15 years ago, he was like kind of overweight and stuff and not doing so hot. And his doctor kind of hit him with like, you're in your 70s now. You need to kind of, if you want to make it to this age, like, here's what you got to do. And like, I thought the advice the doctor gave him was probably pretty good. Like, go out for a walk. It was like basic stuff like that. And he was like, okay. And then this woo nonsense, and then, but my grandpa is a wine guy, dude, all day. Wine clubs, like for Christmas, like the perfect gift for him is like wine, those like wine club boxes. He loves those. And it's great. He should never give it up. It's in his 80s. Like, just keep going. But he for a while, he was $2 Chuck. That was his biggest shit, was Charles Shaw. I believe the Merlot from Charles Shaw at Trader Joe's. But there was a thing. He lived in Arizona at the time. In California, it was only $2 because it was from here. In Arizona, it was like $3.50 a bottle. So he wanted, he would come with his dude. You know how like boomers travel in like their SUV. He had his like shirt, all his golf shirts hung up on one side. It was like Marie Kondo organized. All his golf shirts. We're not golfing, by the way. All these golf shirts over here. His shoes like stacked here. One suitcase, and then there's like a Tetris like block available for $2 Chuck, dude. For the run. He's going on a straight booze run, and he would came with 4 boxes. It would be their last stop. Insane. So now, that long story short, people don't realize this about Charles Shaw. The reason Charles Shaw $2 Chuck is $2 a pop is because they just take the grapes that are like on the floor in Napa, and then just dump sugar in it. And hey, it slaps. I've had it. I'm like, this is good.
Yeah,
I was like,
it works, dude.
This shit works. I like this. And I was like, you know what? Well done, Chuck. And the doctor told him like, don't like, hey, maybe not like every day.
Yeah,
like a bottle of wine every day, like maybe like every other day, maybe the weekends. And he was like, yeah, okay. And then he told me that he had a joke that bombed, which I thought was funny. That he brought there was a meme. There was an old boomer meme from like Facebook, and he showed it to the doctor on his phone at his like subsequent appointment. His numbers were doing better too, by the way. So this was a good appointment, and he showed her a meme of like, my doctor said to limit myself to 1 glass of wine a day, and this guy had like this fucking massive like 2-gallon glass like this big, and he's like, which is funny. And then but I do picture him showing him like on the Facebook browser like to the doctor like, and then like, oh wait, hold on,
resize
and then
it.
Resize it, or like something else, a video of a cat popped up instead. And then just showing it, and the doctor, he said the doctor bombed, Asian guy. So and but
man, you got to laugh at that. You're paid to laugh at that joke.
I know,
doctor.
You can't tell me all these things and then like, dude. First off, it is funny, and he's a very funny. It's not even old guy funny. Both my grandpas are killer one-liners, and I'm like, first off, you should laugh at that. First off, what do you find funny, Doctor? I'm not going to say his last name, but
yeah, it's like my wife's grandma. I posted in the chat of the she has the fridge magnet that's just this cowboy guy without a shirt with a cowboy hat on next to a horse, just fucking ripped, dude. Just six pack, like chest, and it's like the subtitle is just God, I love horses. Now, of course, horsing, you know, that's us. I'm like, that's funny. That's a funny magnet.
That's a good one.
80-year-old to have.
But the one I think is it my grandma that has an apron or like one of those plates, like display plates in a kitchen with the slogan that they love to have, and it just says, I love cooking with wine. Sometimes I add it to the food.
Sometimes I even add it to the food, dude.
I love that one,
dude.
And no, I mean, it creates a great one. I mean, it creates like, and you go in their bathroom, it'll be just a square thing hanging above the toilet, and it'll be like, love like you've never been hurt.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know,
exactly.
And it's just like,
I needed to hear that, honestly.
And if you're at their house, dude, you played a little mahjong, you played a little bunko, you know, and it's 104 degrees in Arizona. And you're hammered. You're like, they never say they're drunk, but you're like, you're fucking hammered right now.
Yeah.
they're like, and then they just are like, let's get drunk and watch the news.
Yeah.
And dude, they were watching the local news once.
Yeah.
And they were watching the local news once, which why are they like, why do you guys watch? Like, this is not informative in any way.
They love the fucking news. Dude.
Yeah, no, and it can't not like. Have you ever had this has happened at like multiple events, like my side of the family, not my side of the family, but like where you go and like it'll just be like, okay, like we're not going to talk about politics, guys.
No,
like,
we're
not going to talk about politics. Like, anyways, let's put on the news.
Yeah.
And then they immediately put on the news.
Yeah, it's the fucking worst.
And everyone's just sitting around, and it's like, how to talk to your family about politics. And it's like that's like the leading story. But dude, there was one which. I thought this was like kind of based, but kind of not. It was kind of like Roberto Bolaño plot line. Like this in Arizona, they have pigeon problems all over the thing. So the police just set loose peregrine falcons that rip apart pigeons, and they're just showing it happen on TV. And like, these drunk boomers watching like falcons rip apart pigeons. And
it's
I'm like,
crazy. Yeah.
Which is like, and they had to watch the Cardinals lose earlier in the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Get ripped by the Falcons. But anyways, they were like, you just show this like police officer, and they're like, and this is Perry, my Falcon, and the Falcon's just like tweaking out, like just like pigeons everywhere, like PTSD and shit. And then he just goes up and tears up pigeons, and just show some like blonde, like over makeup woman, and she'll go, and we're in Tempe, and there's no pigeons to be found. Back to you, Scott. And then Scott's like, 58 people dead.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's crazy. No, it's funny because they think it's like reality, but we know it's a product for better or worse, right? It's like, once you have like your own feed of shit going on, it's you're like, oh, they crafted this little 30-minute segment. They got the crazy Ukraine story, they got pigeons, they got the fucking it's weird, man. Yeah. I know they love it. And then you have to honestly, when it happens now, I'll just leave the room because they'll have to react. They'll be like, oh, see this? And it's like something, and you're just like, all right, I can't even fake react to this.
I have to be the referee. That's the sad part. Even though I'm like, play both sides. I'm like, that was based, but stop it. You're right. Stop it. Yeah. Like, because like, the other side, or it's just like, it's like Pelosi, fucking bullshit, the boomers that say that, like, they'll just watch it and like, stupid bitch Pelosi. Like, and then that'll tear off.
Well, it's crazy. We're rewatching Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I know what
which is which is so there are like, I mean, dude, season 5, 6, 7 of that it is like classic after classic. It is like, I mean, it's just, I know Larry David's not everyone's cup of tea, and he pisses me off sometimes, but it's like, man, sometimes he's just crushing it. And then we're finally watching the last season, which I had never seen before, the last one that they did, like 12 or whatever. And it's literally just all like, oh, Trump mugshot. And it's like, are we just have a full fucking season of this? Like Larry David being mad at, and it's just like, it's like Stacey Abrams cameos and shit. I'm like, it's just so, it's like, you just punted. You punted your show.
Oh, well, let me guess. Larry David picked up a croissant that was for Stacey Abrams and then put it back on the plate. And Stacey Abrams' staffer, which is played by like Paul Rudd, comes up and goes, Larry, did you just touch Stacey Abrams' croissant?
What it is. That's funny. What it is they're waiting to line and vote, waiting in line to vote. And Larry brings his, like, he helped his like Auntie May, who like a Katrina victim from back in the day. He like gives her a cup of water in line, and he gets arrested because that's illegal in Georgia apparently to give people water while they're waiting in line. So that's like the whole season is that plot line of like 2020's election interference shit. You know,
Dude,
like
they really that one is still fresh in their mind too.
It's crazy,
like,
especially in like Atlanta or Georgia is like a big thing, you know, for that. I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah,
I know. Like you'll talk like, or like, even if you say like, I remember we were in the airport and I was talking to a family member and I was like, "What'd you guys have for dinner?" And I was like, "Oh, it was at the airport. We had like Chick-fil-A," and they're like, "Chick-fil-A." Like, it's gay. I was like, "Well, I'm not fucking gay, so I don't give a shit. It's good." Yeah, and
dude, I have some, I have some people that will protest. You know who I'm talking about? Who's
I know. Yeah.
The husband really wants to eat it. The wife won't let it happen. It's like, come on, dude. Like, do you really care about that?
The best would be to like blindfold your wife, like you have your lib wife, while you're having a surprise for her, and you're like, "Where do we go?" And you're like, "Oh," and you do get something for her, right? Like you're like, "We'll just make it a stop." You're like, "It smells like chicken here." You're like, "No, we're in traffic. There's a lot of traffic."
Yeah, we're traffic.
He's just crushing a Chick-fil-A sandwich, and then you're like, "Oh, I got you flowers."
Yeah,
you know, like something like that. But yeah, I know they freak out about. It's so funny they freak out about like they have to be told explicitly a company's politics like through a news channel because I'm always just like, do you know the politics of everything you consume? Like they don't. Crazy. So it's like I'm like you just be like I think Home Depot was a big one too, like Home Depot.
Oh
like,
yeah,
freak out about Home Depot.
I got some experience with that too. That's
isn't that the Falcons, bro? The Falcons guy too that owns it. Arthur Blank?
No, I think so. I think wait, yeah, you might be right. But then they're like, we only go to Lowe's because Home Depot is like it's like a MAGA store.
Yeah, dude.
And you go to fucking Lowe's, dude. Lowe's is the most dog shit store I have ever been in. I'm like, I would go if like Hitler ran Home Depot, I'd go to Home Depot over Lowe's. Dude. It'd be like, come on, dude.
I mean, obviously we all would.
Lowe's. Well, I ranted about my Lowe's store. Did I? I don't think I've said this on the pod. Where
you might have, but I forgot it. So.
Dude, you go to Lowe's and you're like, I needed like some concrete cleaning, etching, muriatic acid, right? Like it's like a pool acid, but you can put it on concrete and shit. Very basic product that every fucking hardware store has, even the small ones. And you go up to this, like, literally, like, this Rick and Morty ass Lowe's guy who's like, and I'm like, hey, just where's the muriatic acid? Like the chemicals for concrete, like etching and stuff, muriatic acid. And he's like, oh, let me just check. And so what they do is they bring out their personal cell phone, their iPhone.
Yeah.
And they go into the Lowe's app on their phone and he hits the voice, like the little mic, and he's like, muriatic acid. And immediately I'm like, there's no way the voice is catching. There's no the mic is catching
because he's a Zoomer that mumbles. So it's like already that problem. Yeah.
And then he's like, and then he's like, oh, didn't catch it. And I swear to God, he tries 5 times and he's like, oh, we'll get it. And I'm like,
oh, you're like, oh, I see it right there.
I know. No, I'm like, the mic is not going to pick it up.
Yeah.
And
it's like, is there a type option, sir?
It's crazy, dude. And even like TSP, trisodium phosphate, which is now they have like TSP alternatives, but that's the most. That's been a thing in the hardware. Every hardware store has that to clean walls for painting or like the alternative. And they're like, I don't think we have it, bro. I'm like, I know you fucking do.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, dude. I hate Lowe's, dude, with a passion.
Tell you, man, the worst one's been Target for me lately. I don't know what happened at Target. Dude. Target used to be Sheryl Crow, soak up the sun, like fucking sandals in Target. Wanna tell everyone. And you just be like, well, this is cheap, and I needed a trash can for my room. This is dirt cheap. And there it is. I found it, the thing I was looking for. And now, like Target, you just see these fucking mopey, like Pixar Monsters Inc. people in red polos walking around, and they're just like their feet aren't even moving, and they're just like slithering across the floor. Oh, no. And I remember asking them, I don't even remember what it was. It was just some like thing that it was. First off, nowadays you cannot ask about anything that's not on the shelf. And I know that sounds dumb, but like you can't be like, do you have? Is there maybe a pallet of this in the back? One guy had a pallet at Target of the thing shrink wrapped that I needed. And I was like, hey, I saw you don't have this on the shelf. What about that one? He goes, well, I haven't scanned that one in yet. And I was like, I'll wait if you want to, just like scan that first box. Because, dude, I've worked in retail, and it's like the customer in front of you is the thing that please do this. Like, if they want to buy the thing that's in the display case, if that's all we have, sell it to them. If they want to do this, like that, and like this guy was like, I'm just like, dude, and I was like, no other store like Target like within walk. I was on my walk, so I'm like, dude, I really don't have to go home and get in my fucking car and go somewhere else to buy this one fucking thing. Like, and it was like WD-4. I can't even remember. But just something like that. And he's just like, yeah, well, like, I just have to like scan it first. I'm like, you busy? Like, are you like, is there any, I mean, and there's nobody else in the store. It's a fucking dead zone. I saw tumbleweed flow through the fucking store, and Target, they don't have anything. They don't have anything stocked on the shelves, and they'll always go, you can try online. I'm like, I know I can try online. I know what the internet is. I know what the internet is. I'm 34 years old. I grew up on it.
It's kind of like the AI thing where it's AI is ruining stuff, but not for what the reason people think it is. It's the same with like online shopping. Like, you would think online shopping would create some kind of arbitrage with in-person shopping where they could be like, yeah, let me scan that thing in for you because I know you can't get it online and I know you can't get it. It's like, for sure. Like, that's the one thing we can offer is handing you this fucking item. Like right now, that's like what that's our job. We might not have every other item, but we got this one, and you can see it. And it's like, no, they've like, it's almost like they're betting. They're like, they're daring you to get it on Amazon or something. It's
dude, I've had somebody straight up tell me like, and I get it. Like, I understand it. Like, from a perspective, it's like, we just don't sell that. Yeah. We just don't carry that at the moment. Like, it's like, I think your best bet's on Amazon. You just say it like that. Hey, best bet's probably Amazon. Like, you don't say it out loud. They'll be like, hey, have you tried Amazon? I'm like, you don't work for them.
I know.
Fucking idiot. Like, and it's just like, again, that is the kind of downfall of like the Karen meme, I think, like, which is I've never liked. I've always thought it was bad because it was just like, dude, like, it does suck getting bitched at by a customer. It fucking sucks. Especially when you're not in control. But there are some times where I'm just like, dude, like,
the Karen spectrum. The Karen spectrum is like the autism spectrum. They lumped. There are some psycho Karens out there, and there's some videos of that. Just like there are some severely autistic people, But they wanted to lump they put everything under the spectrum to where, like, complaining about one item at Target, you're a Karen, right? It's like, I didn't melt down, I didn't record it, I didn't scream a slur out loud, at least I didn't, but I'm a Karen now because I wanted my product at Target. We need that pendulum to swing back a little bit.
For sure, dude. Speaking of autism, Karen, because I have seen. You never fucking know nowadays. Like, it could be somebody in like a fucking regular looking person that's like, I have this sensory disability. You're like, I guess you do. And we were at, I forget what restaurant we were at, and I'm sitting down and I saw this looked like a husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend situation. They looked like they were in their mid 20s, maybe even late 20s. And the food came out and it was for the woman. And it was like, and I'm sorry, I like, just upon first Terminator scan, did not seem to have any sort of disability. It was cut up steak by itself, cut up.
Yeah.
Somebody cut the steak for her. Yeah. And brought it out, and then French fries in a separate bowl. And I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I mean, the customers, it's that thing is the customers are right in that thing. But if I need something from your palate at Target, I'm wrong.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like, what if we were like, actually, we don't cut steak for you. Have your fucking boyfriend do it.
Yeah, what about that? Yeah,
exactly. And he's like, dude, I fucking hate doing that for her.
Yeah. He's like, I'll tip you 40%.
Because I was trying to think, like, I'm like, is she peating or something? No, she has fries. Those are probably cooked in seed oils. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening?
Like a pure sensory thing. Yeah, it's like not.
And it was like, it's like everyone is Rain Man now. Like, everyone can count the matchsticks on the floor. Like everyone has.
That's the thing about like, really not trying to be a dick. I don't.
Yeah,
I do think there's always an orthogonal component. There's always multi-dimensionality to all this stuff. Like, I'm not, you guys know what I and we think of the autism thing, that, hey, maybe get the heavy metals out of your brain, see if that helps, like, just worth a shot in the dark, but maybe there's some deeper spiritual reason for what this is happening, like there's always some deeper God level to what's happening. That being said, do we want literally 20% of the population to have to cut up their steak for them because they're just fucking so weak. It's like, it's fucking annoying, dude. It's like, it's literally, I know people are gonna roast me for that take, and it's just like,
I don't think so.
It's not even like, obviously there's the extreme version where it's like, oh man, how are we gonna pay for, the childcare, and how are we gonna pay for the, all this all the therapy that people need, and all the, that's gonna be such a huge drain on society just financially and resources and stuff. Also, I don't want to cut up everyone's steaks. It's like, I think a perfectly valid reason why I think
it's high stake game, dude.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
but because I was looking, I was just like, first off, like, maybe she has some kind of thing, all right? Maybe she does, but I'm like, it doesn't look that crazy. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, it's not like, you could just tell, you're like, this doesn't look like it's that degree.
Yeah.
About to, like, even if so, it's kind of like, and like, and then like she's just wolfing it down, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm thinking, like, this is so weird. Like, we like bend over backwards for so many things, but then like the most easy thing in the world is like this Terry Gilliam Brazil process that's just demoralizing.
Well, the problem is the assistant at Target is the cut up my steak guy.
Damn,
that's the problem.
Damn,
it's the same guy,
dude.
It's the same. So it's like, it's like, yeah, that's the problem. That's my.
That's probably true.
That's
probably true. Yeah, it's like, yeah, dude, you have a Patrick Mahomes.
He won't help you with. Yeah,
you have a Patrick Mahomes haircut and severe autism. Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah. And but anyways, we were at or was it the? Gosh, I just can't stand like this whole like when I used to work at Safeway, right? There was like 2 people that were like developmentally disabled. Anybody who's shopped at a Safeway, it's like a quota they have. Like, you just, and I was, of course, not autistic. Like I said, famously not autistic. But it was
Glenn
funny.
Was the
man.
third. Glenn doesn't know it. He was the third.
Well, it is funny, and I did find my most autistic trait.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about me? What do you think my most autistic trait? If you had to guess.
Working at Safeway, stacking the Kraft crumbles in a perfect.
No, I have zero. I have none of that stuff. But like, it's not for the reasons that. The same reasons for this. I hate getting my hair cut.
Oh, okay.
And it's not like get those scissors away, and I'm like screaming.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's like, I just hate sitting in the fucking chair, getting it done. Never
quite
what I want.
Chat.
Yeah, never quite what I want.
No.
And it was like, it's just like, it's never I hate that, but I do think it's funny after claiming to be the least autistic guy of all time, because I've like let it go a little bit, and after I said I wouldn't, and I'm just like, nah, I fucking hate cutting. Like, it
sucks.
Yeah, I just hate. It's like never as bad as you think, and I feel good afterwards. Like, but I just, the simple aspect of it, I just have never liked. But anyways, when I worked at Safeway, this is like circa like 2006, 2007, around then. So I'm like in high school, and I had longer hair, not super long, not like it was when we were like first doing the show, but it was like your hair couldn't touch your collar. Can you imagine that being a fucking rule at Safeway now? Like, your hair couldn't touch your collar. And so, so they had me, and we were these things called courtesy clerks, which was bagging, getting the carts. You weren't a checker. But it was like a union job, but the union did literally nothing for you except take most of your money once every 2 months. It was insane. You get your check, and you're like, dude, I make fucking $7 an hour. Like, this is like
Safeway
bullshit.
Union.
Yeah, it was UFCW, Food Commerce Workers Union. Yeah,
UFC.
UFCW.
That's
yeah,
funny,
United
dude.
Food Commerce Workers. Yeah. Dude. Yeah, union strong, dude. Yeah, and but again, that fucking rule about the hair, I guess they couldn't touch that, right? But for my union dues, I didn't even fight it. I didn't really give a shit. But we had these 2 like autistic, I think I would guess in between autistic and Down syndrome kind of like thing. Cool dudes. The problem was like, we all made the same money, and they were like, Glenn, you got to watch out for this guy out there. This let's just call him Frank, right? It's not his name, but let's call him Frank. You gotta watch out for Frank. And Frank was like, Shane Gillis level, like loves John Cena, or not John Cena, whatever the wrestler was at the time. He loved that, like that stuff, like kind of party on. But he would have his like moments. He'd have like every so often he'd have one of those fucking days where he'd spurg out in the store, and like everybody knew he had like the look about him. Like, everybody kind of knew, like, I see, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and like, it'd be like, oh, he just destroyed someone's eggs. He put the milk fucking gallon on top of the eggs in the bag, like just like one of those moments, and it was fine. But he would always get carts in the morning, like they would put an X on your chart, like where throughout the day, like from 10 to 11, you were on carts, and it'd be like summer, and we had to wear long pants, Dickies, like black Dickies, and then the gray Safeway polo.
Yeah.
And it was me, and then our friend Graham. Who like me, like I understand what's going on. He does not. and Graham is like this hood guy.
Fucking
We
stupid ass Graham.
We used to call him stupid ass Graham, and he just didn't care, but he would kill you if like straight up he was like big and powerful and strong. He like knew all the hacks for stealing from Safeway. He knew that the Jack Daniels could not on the liquor thing. He knew that he could not see your arm reaching for a Jack Daniels, so it looked like your arm didn't extend, and he would wrap it in the Safeway apron. I feel like the statute of limitations is over from 2007 to where I could say that. But he was looking at the thing, and it's so fucked up. But he was like, he noticed we were always like, I was like 12-1 at carts during the summer, and he was like 1 to 2 in cart, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. basically. And he'd be like, he goes, they always get the fucking retards the fucking early morning cart. They LOL out in the break room. And I'm like, dude, Graham, you can't think, because you know it's fucking bullshit, dude. He goes, they can't push a fucking cart like that. And he was like, he goes, they probably don't even mind the heat. I was like, shit. But one time this dude, Frank, the disabled guy, we were both on carts.
Yeah.
And it was like just during like a big rush, like it must have been 4th of July during the summer, like a big Safeway rush. There's carts scattered all over because people are fucking stupid about their carts. Like, put them back. We have the corrals, put them back. Like that is a skill issue on my opinion.
Sure.
I don't think that's cool that people do that, because it fucks up the parking situation too. That's why
it's a nightmare.
You find the perfect spot and there's a cart there and you have to like get out and move it, and like so we're going, me and this disabled guy are on carts. He takes one side, I take the other. That's how carts works. However, they were like, hey, can you just shadow Austin, because it's really busy in that parking lot? I'm like, well, that's not going to work. Because I should be on the other side. They're just going to all stack up over there. And he goes, hey man, you're my rock star, dude. He said to me, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, and this guy, it was just like 45-year-old balding guy named Daniel in like a Safeway. And because his shirt was white with a tie, that was like cool. He was like, he was just king of the castle. And for sure. And I remember I put my 2 weeks in at Safeway, and I mailed it in, dude, for the last 2 weeks. Sure. I didn't give a fuck. You talking about high school, you don't pay rent, dude. I do. I shouldn't have even done the 2 weeks. But I did 2 weeks, and he looks at me, he goes, hey, do you want to make the most of these 2 weeks or not? And I was like, no.
Most? Well, I do, but it's not the way you think that means, dude.
I'm selling drugs.
Like,
I'm selling drugs at Safeway. And I'm selling. Me and my friend are gonna go in on an ounce of weed, split it, and basically smoke for free. That's what we're gonna do. But this guy, what's his name? Frank. He's out there, and all of a sudden, I split off. I go, you know what? I'm gonna go over there and do the fucking job the correct way that we were trained to do. He almost gets blasted by a car, apparently. And he's like holding his ears in the corner, like crying. It's like sad. But I'm just like, fucking, of course. You know, like the one, you're right when I leave. And they fucking wring my neck. And dude, I'm a prick. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know this isn't my fault. I'm like, dude, I'm not, you're his manager. You should be managing him. And he's like, I delegated that task to you because you're my rock star. And I was like, please fucking stop that word. What did they teach you at the corporate? Why is that word doing so well in focus groups? Because it makes me sick to my stomach to hear it about. Like, apparently at focus groups, this is crushing. And,
you know why? Because of that. If you hear that word as an employee, and you think of like a rock star, you think of like Eddie Van Halen. And then meanwhile, you're at Safeway putting carts. You're like, I'm the opposite of this cool ass fucking rock star. You're rubbing it in my fucking face that I'm not a rock star. Exactly.
It's like you know, like it's like if you're like really short, and then people go, "What's up, big guy?"
What's up, king?
Exactly. You know, dude, big bad man. You know, like, and you're like 5'3", and there's something like it made me laugh so hard because I was just like, of course. It was like 5 minutes. And I was like, what was I going to do to stop him from getting hit by a car? I asked him, I go, what was I going to do? Jump in front of the car? Like, and they're like, I'm like, did you want this to like happen to me or something? Like, and he was like, no. And he did this thing. He goes, I saw an upward trajectory for you at this place. And I still do. I'm just saying, like, we're going to have to work on some things. I guess I assumed some things, and, you know, just the whole like condescending bullshit. And I was like, I make $7 an hour here. I'm high constantly. Like I'm probably IQ wise about the same right now as the guy who almost got hit. And and this guy's like, it was the most annoying bullshit I've ever, like, I could not fucking stand it. But yeah, that's Safeway. We used to call it Slaveway back in the day. But it was a cool summer job though, because it was like down the street from my house and shit. And like you could, and it was like the hours were cool and stuff. I'd work like early morning and get off like late in the afternoon. You had the rest of the day to turn up and stuff. But it was just,
for sure.
It was just like we had like, but then guess what, dude? I go back last year. I go back to that one because it's still local here. And I went. My boy Frank is still working there, dude. The disabled guy's still going. 20 years, almost 20 years there. He's got gray hair.
Wow, the gray hair goes crazy.
And what's weird, like, I bet you like he's like old school disabled compared to like what I guarantee you there's like way more people with autism working at Safeway. And then he's like the old school, like what we knew as like special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I thought that was just, I just thought it was interesting. And of course, like if I said, what's up, you would have big dogged me to be like, what the fuck? I don't remember you.
You
almost let me die in the parking lot, you bitch.
You
know? Almost got hit by a Dodge Stratus.
Dodge Stratus.
Was that a funny SNL skit from back in the day? The Will Ferrell, when he's like the dad, the like suburban dad, and he goes, his like kids are like, fuck, like
I drive a Dodge Stratus.
I drive a Dodge Stratus. I used to love
hard
That's one of the best, man. So yeah, for sure. Well, I don't have anything. I don't have anything else today. I hopefully you guys enjoyed that because I didn't have anything to talk about except for some dumb. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. There is one more thing. Go. I think you put this in the notes. Is
I don't know what this is.
The boomer musicians playing one song and talking for 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah,
dude, it's nuts. Like I've told the Peter Gabriel story, but that was what he did. Because for anybody who doesn't know, Peter Gabriel.
You got Peter Gabriel. I got Peter Frampton story. Dude. It's crazy.
Damn, must be Peter. Must be a Peter.
It's a Peter
Peterbilt.
Peter Boomer. Yeah. Peterbilt. Dude, built different.
Peterbilt different. Yeah, he because AI, dude. First of all, dude. So you saw Frampton come alive?
Well, mine's a little. I didn't technically see him. I'll get into the nitty gritty. I want to hear yours first, though. Yeah,
I mean, I think I might have told it here, or maybe on TP. I think I might have told it on TPN actually. But when I went. We had a great day. I saw him at the Chase Center, and like it's like this guy's not gonna be able to do the I wanna be like he's not gonna be able to do that anymore. You know, I know there's like certain aspects. I know he's gonna have to go. Everything's gonna have to be down a register a little bit, like backup singers, like you understand. Like we're like I understand. I need the hits though.
Yeah.
And I need the hits. And I'm down for some like deep cuts from back then, but I don't give a shit what you've been doing for the last 10 years at all. I don't care about your Uber driver playing the rain stick. I don't give a fuck about any of this stuff. I don't care about your time in the Senegal. Play the music from that because there's a lot of he had the world music stuff that really hit. But every song he'd be like, I was looking at myself and AI is out now. And I look at AI and is AI our enemy? Is it not? I don't know. Can something be our enemy that is not sentient? I do not know. He goes, I know that it can slim me down 15 pounds. And then you look up there and like his like face is like a little more tight up on the top infrared beam on the Chase Center monitor. And I was like, dude, please stop. And he's
Wouldn't it be funny is like this whole show was me. I'm AI. I am not real Peter Frampton.
Since I left Genesis. He's like a fucking in a shroud. And he's but like every song. And then he waits to the encore, which this is an old school thing. Encore's full of everything you want to hear. Exactly. You know, Red Rain, In Your Eyes, like, everything. Like and I'm sitting around a bunch of like Gen X people who believe in everything politically he's talking about, but are just like, fuck, this is gay. You know, like they're like, we're down for you to say this and then play Sledgehammer. You know, but like, because I'm sitting around there, it's all these like crusty, like Bourdain types, like punk Bourdain types looking around, like kind of like men and women that get the same haircut, like those libtard couples with like the curly like hair that just like kind of comes down to here, you know, like just past their ears. And they're both wearing like band t-shirts of the band that's not playing. And like you could tell, but they're just kind of like, we got to send aid to Ethiopia. Peter. Fuck yeah, dude. And AI is going to help them not be racist in terms of crime. He said that, by the way.
That's
He said AI.
Spicy take. Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, I've never heard this one, by the way.
Yeah.
He said AI, the reason he really liked AI was because he was this is probably some like weird military thing that he has going on. Like, but he's like, I like AI and like surveillance in Africa and like all over for marginalized communities will show the truth of who's committing crimes. I was like,
damn,
you're probably right, Peter. And I was like, that's crazy. I was like, it was nuts. And everybody was like, woo! And then he plays like, and this is a song off my 2012 album called Umbaku Be Free. And we're like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
And it's just like the song that like they all start off like this. It's like, it's got this like dubstep kind of song, like when boomer guys that are really into keyboards and synths, they all had a dubstep phase in like 2015, and it's like it starts off like he'll be like AI contraceptives not available in Africa, and like talking like that, and that's like the lyrics. It's like rapping. He's like trying to rap, kind of. And then all of a sudden it delves into wow. You're like, dude, like what is happening right now?
Wait, I thought you said it was bad. That sounds raw as fuck.
Yes, too old to be doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
and I just like, I'm like, dude, come on. I kind of get it that like not playing the hits. I kind of get it because you're like, the news. My trajectory is this. I've gone up since then. That was basic stuff. We're like, I know we don't judge you by like degree of difficulty of what we're doing. It's overall quality to us that we liked. And he's like thinking that, but at the end of the day, like you can tell when people are like were once like big music fans.
Yeah.
And I know all these guys probably are big music fans, but like guys that like grew up like didn't have a lot of money and like would like save up to go see like Elvis or something or you know, whatever, any big artist or for the boomers when they were growing up, they would be mad as fuck if Elvis did like not the hits.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm always like, why don't you treat us like that? Like you could, like, you got to play at least 8 or 9 hits.
Yeah.
3 or 4 like of your choice, like you've never heard this song before, my AI dubstep song.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking awful. And he's like, instead of getting a real rain stick, we recorded actual rain and ran it through Chat GPT. I have no fucking clue. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. I was like, you really couldn't have somebody come in with a rain stick? Like, Peter Frampton, please.
Yeah. No, so I mean, you know the spot, our local hotel, you know, brewery and golf course, which is like just pitch and putt, right?
Yes, of course.
9 hole, you know, they got 9 holes and they got 20 holes. So if you want to play
I stayed there. I stayed at that place. I liked it.
It goes hard, right? It goes hard. It's not so one of their big things are summer concert series, right? And they have a bunch of like random art groups you never heard of, but then they have sometimes like Stevie Wonder will pop in and sell out in like 30 minutes, you know, and just have, you know, like random. So it goes hard. It's like a big deal for them, you know? And of course, when you're trying to golf, it's all the concert crowds. You're like, fuck, you just got to go up top. So me and like the family, the crew were golfing one time, and it was like, we're like, man, it's crowded here today. Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, I think we did the long one too, and like the 20 holes, and we were just like, oh, like check the calendar. There's a concert tonight, and we're like, oh shit, it's Peter Frampton. This is crazy.
Oh, really? Over there? That's sick.
And what's cool about golfing, you can hear a lot of times. You can hear the concert play. Not like crystal clear or whatever, but you can hear it pretty clear.
For sure. Oh, I know it. Because when I stayed there at the hotel, there was a rap show, and it was like Zoomer rap. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit, I fucking didn't need it. Even if I wanted to go, I wouldn't have needed a ticket.
No, totally. Yeah. And like for, you know, without paying. So anyway, we were golfing, and, you know, they have the opener come on, and we're like, that's not Peter Frampton, is it? We're like, no, that has to be the opener, you know? And then there's a little break. And then, you know, we're like maybe halfway done with our, you know, our thing. And then we go, and then we hear that wow, do you feel like, you know, and they're like, we're like, here we fucking go, dude.
Yeah, of course.
It's like we're listening to Peter Frampton for free. Let's fucking go, dude. So he jams like 8 minutes, just first song out of the gate. Everyone's just going nuts. You can hear them going nuts in the crowd. We're like, this is sick. Like we're out here alone, beautiful day, summer. You know, we can just listen to Peter Frampton. First song ends, and then we just hear him start. Is like, oh, it's so great to be. You know, you can barely hear his voice. You know, you're like, so great to be here. I just wanted to blah blah blah, and like talk. So he starts talking. We're like, all right, he's warming him up. He's getting ready for the next song, and we finish our fucking golf game, and he's still talking. It was like 48 minutes before, like from like the end of the song to the end. We're like, oh great, we got like one song, and and he's still talking, and we like got in our cars and left, dude. We're like, and then I thought of you immediately. I'm like, of course he didn't. Of course he didn't fuck it. You know, it's horrible, dude. It's a horrible trend. It's
stand-up the stand-up guys do it too. I mean, I hate to say it about one of the GOATs, but Dave Chappelle, like that's kind of what he does. Now he turns the stool down, sits down, and goes, let me dally at you for a second. All right, guys.
Yeah. Let me tell you about how I let my trans friend open my San Francisco set.
Yeah, my wife is Asian now.
Yeah,
you know, and it's like, and then like there will be a joke, but you're like, God, that really was not worth like that fucking the long ass diatribe where it's like, are you dying tomorrow? Like, do you plan on like dying tomorrow?
Dude, it's like, that's the thing. I think it's like a fear of death thing especially for the music. You know, they think they need, like John Cougar Mellencamp's another one, you know, where they feel it's like their last gasp, which ironically is like the way to go out is just to jam and just to like play your songs and have fun. But that's like beneath them now, you know, so it's crazy. I don't know.
It's like, dude, I know the stand-up guys do it, like and what's funny about it is, you know, who's like really good at that is football coaches, because I was watching this incredible series on Netflix. Incredible. It's because I'm getting fired up for football season. It was the SEC Any Given Saturday documentary, 7-part episode about like 6 or 7 look inside like 6 or 7 SEC teams.
What is it, like Alabama, Texas?
No,
like,
see, the big dogs don't do it for the most part.
Okay.
Alabama's like, what do you want to look inside? Fuck you, are the best, you know. And then Georgia doesn't do it, and then but I think it's so we get
Vanderbilt,
South Carolina. Yes, a lot of it. Vanderbilt's great though, because Vanderbilt, you get that crazy quarterback. Vanderbilt, Mississippi State, they do like one on the Egg Bowl. Mississippi State, Ole Miss. You get Florida. You get like a lot of like kind of the B tier SEC teams. No disrespect to anybody who's a fan of any of those guys. I don't care about the SEC. I think it's all fun. So like I don't have like an SEC team. But you get like Brian Kelly with LSU. But I swear to God, dude, every fucking coach cries so fucking hard all the time. Like football coaches cry more than any fucking coach I've ever seen in my life. And it'll be like towards the end, it's like, just want to say, you're the finest group of men I've ever had. Okay? Hey, look at me, huh? I'm crying, and you can still look at me. And then the players are like crying, and he's like, I know we just lost 48-10. Okay, I understand that, but I feel like we won. All right. Now, and next year we're gonna remember this shit. Next year, this is building something. And this guy's like, I'm transferring out of here. Like the players are like, I'm leaving to fucking Ohio
and the
State.
coach is like, I'm actually gonna sign. I just signed a $48 million contract with Arizona. Like,
dude,
I'm their offensive coordinator now.
They cry constantly. But dude, it's so good. I think even honestly, even if you're not like, if you've ever wondered like what the appeal of college football is, like if you're just like, what the fuck is the big deal about? Like, why do maybe you like if you live in the South, I guess you know the answer. I mean, it's like this all-encompassing thing. But if you're like from another state and you're like, why do people get so fucking excited about like college athletes? This will pump you up. Like this will pump you up, this documentary. I mean, like the fans, all the rituals, the like there's it's really fun, but man, they cry. They're like, it's funny about like football. It's like simultaneously like it's like a gladiator sport, but they're like the gayest criers of all time.
Oh man. Yeah, when we got knocked out in the semis in our senior year, we were like babies, dude, just bawling.
Yeah, if you cry in baseball, if you cried in baseball, which is a much less physical sport, they'll like, don't fucking do that.
Exactly. No crying in baseball. Yeah, exactly.
Straight up, they're like, don't go somewhere, go into your car in the parking lot in the student side, go cry there if you're gonna cry. Like it's crazy. And then like football, they're just like, let it out, brother.
Yeah,
it's just sweat. It's our eyes sweating.
Yeah.
And
we earned it. We were like, yeah, exactly. Went through all the fucking stingers and all the weird finger injuries and all the fucking, just getting your hand trapped in a helmet, and it's like, fuck, you can't. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, it was so funny. There was this, like the coach for South Carolina is a part of it, and he's his name's Shane Beamer. His dad coached for many years, coached like Michael Vick and stuff. And he but Shane Beamer's coach of South Carolina is doing a really nice job too. But they're like, they show this fucking house. This guy's got like a fucking plantation house, like insane in Columbia, South Carolina. And he's his wife. They're like interviewing his wife, who you can tell she's like perfect. I've always wanted someone to do a show about me.
Exactly.
Like, really about me. And she's like, well, as an SEC coach, mom, and wife, I'll tell you, it is something. Shane tells me it's not if we get fired, but when. And then like she's like, and sometimes that financial insecure or that lack of security really shivers me to my core. It really has me shivering in my boots.
Yeah.
And then I looked up his salary. He makes $8 million a year.
I know. Yeah, dude. It's like you're
in South Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah, your plantation home costs $3 million, and you pay that off by week 6 of the season.
He'll just be a position coach at another school while getting paid, while his buyout still pays him from South Carolina.
That's the thing, dude. It's remember Josh McDaniels when there was that like psyop to try and make you sad for him when he's only going to be making $50 million for not working for the next 3 years, but don't you feel bad for him getting fired on Halloween?
Anyways, happy Bobby Bonilla Day, Reddit. Yeah,
exactly.
No, because he got fired. No, Josh McDaniels got fired on Halloween, and that's why you're supposed to be sad about him. I'm like, because you fucking sucked ass on Halloween.
Apparently he went, and again, you never know what's true or not, but they say that he went home and called his kids in from trick-or-treating to be like, we have to stop the trick-or-treating. I got fired from the Raiders. Like, we need to grieve this right now. Sorry, kids. Got to come in. I know you're getting candy, but we're not going to make a $50 million 4th-year extension. Sorry. Yeah. No, it's
I might have to tell the guy. I might have to tell the laborers in the backyard to stop building the pool.
Yeah, exactly.
I might have to tell them to stop. Yeah.
What's your college football narrative this year? What are you looking forward to? Besides Notre Dame,
I got a spicy one. Well, yeah, Notre Dame national champions.
I think I'm an arch guy, and you're not.
I'm not. I'm just.
By the way,
sick,
Notre Dame Texas could be a deep playoff run too.
Could be.
If
it could happen last year, but they couldn't fucking handle
Penn State off. Yeah, exactly.
They could have easily met us, and they didn't.
Yeah.
No, obviously I'm all in on the boys. Marcus Freeman, GOAT. I mean, look at what
bench
happens.
press goes hard.
Look what happens when you
incline bench, dude, with the boys. Yeah, exactly. He's like, he's pumping iron, dude.
Look what happens when you convert to Catholicism. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And he, there's a picture with him and the bishops is so funny.
It's so great.
Nobody asked you to do.
There's
that.
like what you don't see in that picture, right out of frame, right behind him. There's a bishop with like a straight Glock 19 pointed at the back of his skull, and he's like. Cheers. Yeah,
exactly. And so no, here's my number. The one I don't think you've seen this. I put this in like a little sports chat, but you're not in it right now just because you're deactivated. But he Florida, they have a bad coach named Billy Napier. He sucks.
Yeah.
School is ass. They're not good.
Gators, right? I'm talking Gators.
Florida Gators.
Yeah.
Well, Florida State sucks too, but they've more recently been good. So I think they've got a little time. Yeah. John Gruden wants to get back into coaching.
Let's fucking go, dude.
John Gruden on his YouTube channel, which is one of my favorite things of all time. He went to the Georgia like training camp, and he was like giving a speech to them. He's like, I watched Nick Chubb. Okay. All right. Huh? Clap 3 times if you see Nick Chubb. Nick what? Chubb. Yeah. He's a fucking beast. Okay. He'll knock your shit off. Yeah. All right. He will fuck you up. And it's just like, he's just telling, and the Georgia guys love it. And he's doing a slideshow because he found out he has a Barstool employee that just makes fucking PowerPoints for him. And it's his favorite thing ever. And then he is going to coach the Florida Gators after they buy out.
That's so sick.
He lives in Florida already. And I think he really wants to recruit. I think he wants to recruit. I think he wants that like autonomous, like when he was last in the NFL, he wanted this autonomous control, which is a little tougher to do. He's going to be back in college football. I think Florida, but I almost guarantee you he will be back in college football next year.
Do they play?
Not back.
Do they play NC State? Belichick? That'd be tight.
Well, he's at UNC
or UNC. That's what. Not the fucking NC State.
I don't. Yeah. Well, they're not. It would be a non-conference game if that's the case. But
Gruden's so fucking. He's like top 10 humans alive.
I don't want him to get a job because it's not even for my time. I'm like, dude, you're gonna not do this shit anymore. I watch his YouTube channel constantly.
Dude, it's so good. He's so.
If you're ever tripping out from smoking too much weed, just throw on the Gruden YouTube. It's like ASMR. It's beautiful.
I love it, dude, and like the old Hard Knocks clips. I love him hyping up. He's like, just like. Who taught this? Wichita State taught this guy how to run block. Yep. Josh fucking Jacobs. He's like, you fucking Alabama bullshit.
How about the Murray State Racers? Huh? How about the way they pass protect? You try to rush a passer against Murray State. I don't give a fuck if you're a 5-star from Oklahoma. Bow right in your fucking mouth.
I just got a box from South Georgia. Let me tell you, these guys, the Penn Twirlers of South Georgia. You know,
I tell you what, you get invited to the Duke's Mayo Bowl and you think you're getting a fucking easy win. Yeah. Right. Tulane's gonna knock your shit off. Yeah. And no, he's like that's his
college.
story.
He's never coached in like
Wait, he was offered the Tennessee job. Before while he was at I think it was either before he went to ESPN or he would really
the course of the university. That would have been like
so sick in the orange too.
Yeah.
It's too bad that they're like good right now because
I know
would look so tight in the burnt orange.
I know he should have bought low. They should have bought low with him.
Yeah,
exactly.
So because he was going to do that, and so I think nowadays, because in college, for anyone who doesn't know this, and I'm sure anybody who doesn't care is already tuned out, but in college now players can get paid, and it's basically becoming the NFL. So now you're seeing NFL legend coaches coach college, and then they're the
they can get talent. They can get
talent, and then you can say, look, my school will pay, like off top, like the school will then generate more money to pay these players, or like put more in the NIL fund and pay these guys, and you get to play under a guy, because it's all about getting NFL ready nowadays. So you play for an NFL coach, and I think Florida stinks like right now. I think they have one 5-star kid quarterback that's got good, and then the rest of the team, I just like none of those guys could start on the Tebow years. Like,
well, the teams that can't recruit, honestly, like Clemson kind of sucks at recruiting. Like a lot of these teams, they're at least they're like a year or two behind. You could tell they're like not really. You know,
they're always like, well, I guess he didn't want to be a Clemson Tiger.
Exactly.
I guess he's just not a Tiger. I wasted my time. I thought he was a Clemson Tiger.
And the kid's like, bye, thank you. I'm gonna go get $2 million over here. Yeah,
exactly. And also, you know, you don't always want to go to the big school because you aren't going to start a lot of times. So like, there will be a guy who goes to Alabama, and yet maybe he doesn't want to wait till his fucking senior year to start. And
it doesn't always work out. Like
it doesn't always work.
Josh Jacobs, it worked out good, fine for him.
Yeah,
where you're like a third stringer, yet you're like rush leader in the NFL a couple years later.
Well, and like if Ashton Genty transferred to Alabama, he would have been sharing carries there. He would have still been the top guy probably, but he would have had a committee around this cutthroat committee around him. And he would have but then at Boise, they're just like, dude, there's like, can you like never, dude, it's so funny. They asked him if he liked Boise, and he was like, nah, dude, that place sucks. and it does.
I like Genty. I like how Genty, even in college, they were like, his junior year caught hella passes. His senior year, they're like, we're not gonna throw you the ball anymore. Like literally, you're just gonna run. Like you're like Derrick Henry in high school now. You're like, that's all we're gonna. Yeah.
But like it is crazy. Like college. It is weird though. Like when you see the based like when you see based right wing people, and I saw them. I talked about this on the Glenward, and like you see them. They're Anons, so you can't really tell like a history or like where their origin story is from a lot of times, unless you like talk to them personally. But even then, they're still really guarded about like where they were even 5 years ago. And it's like, you don't need to be. I'm not gonna pass any crazy judgment. I'm just curious about it. If you want to be like Frey, don't call me your friend if you won't tell me anything about yourself. And so you when the stomp clap thing came out, the big stomp clap hipster thing, you missed it. But on Twitter at the Alabama, Arkansas, that song, everyone was like, I mean, this song wasn't that bad. I was like, this is the shit you guys liked? I was like, whoa, I already know. Now I know everything about you.
Exactly.
So I knew you were like a hipster, because I remember like it was weird. Like if you were trying to mold yourself into like this right wing, like I am a normie Republican now, dude. Like that's what I do. College football, Morgan Wallen, all of that shit. And you never hear a fucking peep about that stuff from these people. And I'm like, no, you need to be into college football, Morgan Wallen, and like, I don't know what else, but like just other things. Like, and I'm like, oh, that, like, to me, that, like, you look at these SEC shows and I'm like, that's your constituents right there. Is all these kids in the audience. All the sorority dance videos will come out and they'll be like, Sydney Sweeney haters hate this.
Like,
and I'm like, see, I mean, and to be honest, some of them do. They're like, that's white supremacy, you know. And I'm like, man, college football is the way, man. I'm telling you, it's the way. I'm always a pro supremacist at the end of the day, but the college game is really fun for the and like I said, an absolute dream for us would be an SEC tour.
Oh yeah.
Like Just like a month trip where we hit like 4 SEC games.
Absolutely, or even a fucking Mountain West tour, dude. I'm trying to go to a
Yeah.
Air Force game, dude. Come on, dude. Yeah, like
it is
all day.
beautiful. My parents went to one in Colorado once. They said
We're trying to hit Oregon State, dude. Fuck Oregon. I can never go to an Oregon
the
game.
Civil War. You want to go to the Civil War?
I want to go to the Civil War. I want to go to Oregon State game.
Oh, I thought you said Oregon State. I was
saying like fuck Oregon. I can never go to an Oregon game. Like that's just like, dude, I can't get into Oregon.
Peters, dude, anti-Peter.
I mean the Oregon offensive coaching staff is raw as fuck, dude. They are like probably some of the best in the country. And they're like homegrown, dude. They're like ground up, you know. I mean, they got brought in from other people, but like, you know, they're not like Chip Kelly, ex-NFL guy or whatever, you know. So I got a lot of respect for them, but it's just Reddit, dude. It's just
gay because you know how it's gonna end every year, and everyone's like, "This ain't your average Oregon Ducks team." You're like, "No, it is."
It's like everyone's gonna watch film on you by week 13, and all your shit's gonna be figured out.
Orbit motion.
Exactly, dude. Yeah.
It's like total soy jack like gif like of
also, can they develop a quarterback, or do they need like a 60-year Auburn guy every fucking year? You know, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, right.
Can they do it? I don't think they can. Yeah,
it's a good point. Yeah, and I think I think to me, I like one of the dreams is like a meetups with in the South. Like if we went to Texas, like an Austin game, a Bama game, a somewhere in Florida, and then like a South Carolina or something. We just like hit those like 4 like the quadrants of the South, I guess, or I don't know if that, I guess that's not, doesn't really work quadrants wise, but the 4 places in the South, and then do in between, hit the paranormal spots in like West Virginia, or actually go to a West Virginia
Mothman,
game.
dude.
Mothman, absolutely.
Mothman to Tennessee Volunteers, fucking home opener. It would go so crazy, dude.
Me injuring cold, and he's like, Mountaineers minus 3.5 is a lock. And then you're like,
oh,
nice.
we're for sure doing money lines the whole time, dude.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I know, it'd be so fun. Yeah. And like just meetups, tailgates, like just like.
Or once we have money, like it'd be like, hey, like little giveaway, like
we'll buy the food. We'll buy the food. Just fucking set up a place for us.
Yeah,
and we'll buy the
do
food.
Sideline tickets. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude. Oh well, yeah. And now you're talking.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah,
crazy.
Doing big. Yeah.
Yeah,
McAfee. We're kicking it with We're kicking it with McAfee before college.
Kicking a field goal for someone's scholarship money and shit
all day. We would not miss that field goal. Like, I'm sorry, dude.
Matt McCusker got close.
He did.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I was for somebody who I didn't think was gonna do anything, get it off the ground. Like it was like that. But yeah, that's like an ultimate dream. Is like it's to kind of synergize all of
just bend the universe to our will. You know, like pretty much. Yeah.
As somebody with a coexist bumper sticker would say, next to it, the bumper sticker would say, "Be the change you want to see in the world."
Exactly.
With Bob Marley on it. Yeah. And I don't even know. Did he even say that?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
because it's always his face.
Really? Yeah.
When you say it, I'm like, that doesn't sound like something he would say.
What, Bob? Or was it Jimmy? I know the Jimi Hendrix, the like, whoa, Jimi Hendrix one that people do bumper sticker is the when the power of love outwins the love of power, then the universe will know peace or something. Jimi Hendrix.
Damn,
like, that's a bar. Like, I can't even.
When the last tree in the forest has been taken down, we realize we can't eat money.
Yeah.
Wasn't that another one? That was another big one.
Yeah.
Bombing for peace is like fucking for virginity. That's George Carlin.
Yeah.
That's fucking. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Bombing for peace. That's like fucking for virginity, man. Like Marc Maron. Maron. The Marc Maron. Last thing, Marc Maron, dude. Holy shit. The Theo von Hitler thing. I hate when they do this shit where it's like, dude, you just accused a guy who literally invites lunch ladies on his podcast. Is like, so what do you think when you put chili on somebody? And somebody says, I want chili, and then when you don't have chili, do you still get them chili? And she's like, well, we do our best to go dietary thing. And like, that guy is apparently so fucking evil for talking to JD Vance.
He gives them whiplash because he's like pretty outspoken on the whole on the Gaza thing, you know. So
It's true.
it's very sweaty button. He's like, he's either the worst dude ever, or like, actually, let's make a clip about him and how great he is. And so, yeah, so it's very
I know.
it's whiplash.
Yeah, like half the time it's like
Yeah.
it's like that's kind of like a conundrum. Or did I mean Connect 4? No, I think I mean Connect 4. You know, and like
Yeah.
that's like his humor, and he's hilarious. I think he's
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, he's great.
He
He's
has
great.
a rhythm that nobody's ready for. Even if you've watched all of his things, he'll just like there's like a weird cadence. Like he'll like leave a gap when you're expecting something, and then drop something on you, and you're like, "Fuck!" Like that was
Yeah.
good. And then like Marc Maron's like, "I bet you if Theo Von had Hitler on, he'd be like." Oh man, I think that your art is really nice. How do you paint? What do you use? Watercolor? I don't even think it was that nice.
Yeah. No.
He was just like, it's like, dude, first off, Theo Von might interview Hitler.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing, he might.
Yeah, you might.
But what do you
I would
guys? Why are
watch
you guys
it.
against
I'd watch
talking?
it.
Yeah, I know. Why would you guys be against talking?
I know.
Like I just like fucking. You're a podcaster that's against talking.
I don't like. Yeah, they make these boogeymen out of these guys that are like clearly like good people who have like are clearly have like a soul and like a and
are clearly overperforming on the charts compared to them.
Yeah.
That's usually there's a big one there.
Yeah.
Like you're not usually going lower than you on the charts. Like there could be a guy that's like, we are the Swastika podcast, but he's like number 9,000 on the charts. Like Marc Maron's not gonna say a thing about that. He's gonna be mad because you had JD Vance on and it actually sounded like a free flowing conversation about like opiates and stuff. Which what does Marc Maron talk about constantly? Opiates.
Yeah.
Like
come on. No, they can't. They want the ownership. They want to own the topic. You know.
I know, and corner the market, and like, Marc Maron, he's just like a huge dick, which is funny because he's actually really funny in the Owen Wilson show because he's like the boomer caddy. He's Owen Wilson's former caddy.
Okay.
And Owen Wilson is basically doing The Color of Money as Paul Newman to the young kids Tom Cruise thing. It's basically that movie. They're hustlers at first, and then he's like, "Kid, you got it. You got it. We'll take you, all across the thing." He goes, but Owen Wilson's like, "Can I borrow your RV, my former caddy?" And we don't know for a while why Owen Wilson fell off from being like a top 10 golfer in here. But
because he went on the Theo Von podcast. And,
true.
And they got
wow, Theo.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, do we eat the wings on this one, or is that another one?
Yeah.
Oh man, these are spicy. But the he says like Marc Maron plays this like boomer who's not like right wing, but like anytime a girl's like, "I'm actually Jim pronouns," and he goes, "Well, I'm just a regular guy," and he like says that, and that's like it's funny. It's like not hate, like he's not coming at it from like a hateful thing, but it's like what everyone's actually thinking, right? So he like does that, and then like you hear the real Marc Maron is like, "Well, who cares, Jim? I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff, man. That's real shit right there. That's what the kids are doing. What about you? You're interviewing Hitler." And it's like, why is it always Hitler? It can't be anything else. You can't find any other guy.
You can't.
Like it's the only guy that ever exists. It's like you guys are like this. You guys are like fascism experts and have one guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
but also, let's do this vaccine passport.
Yeah,
2021. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Oh, coming up, guys. A lot of stuff happened. I mean, the docket is looking crazy right now. I won't tell you everything that's on it. It's nuts. I mean, honestly,
bursting at the seams, dude. I'm worried about us and you.
I know. Some of it's done already. In fact, it's a very satisfying thing when I can just delete one of these right now, actually, because it's done. Gain of Fiction coming up this week will be Platform, Michelle Welbeck. That was a hilarious, fun time on there. Ingo Swan's Penetration. We're going to be doing that later in the week. The Secret History, Donna Tartt. That'll be sometime this week, but that's not coming out for a long time. Friend of the pod, Cody, who was from the Roman Polanski episode. We're doing Sicario 1 and 2 with him. That's going to be a really good one. That'll be behind the paywall. So go to rcnow.org and you can just get straight to that paywall. It'll take you there. You don't have to do .substack.com. I know that hurts your fingers to type all that out. Yeah. So that's on there. Gravity's Rainbow's coming up. I'm almost done. It's a 3-part episode. I'm just going to bomb you guys, literally, no pun intended, because that book's about bombs. But I'm just going to drop all 3 of them at the same time on you guys. And it's just going to be a week where you're going to be like, how do I have time? Figure it out. Figure it out. Not my problem. we're doing an episode on the police. That'll be sick. Alpha Beta NFL coaches is coming. I know maybe only 20% of you guys like that stuff, but it's one of my favorites.
The North Star. It's the North Star of our
It's
show.
the North Star. You got to let us have that one.
Yeah. Exactly.
And we've just got quite a bit going on. I mean, there's a lot of things happening. I also have another Gain of Fiction with our buddy Trevor on Newt Hobson's Hunger. He would interview Hitler. Newt Hobson. Because he said, hey, this guy's sick, actually. He did. Man, if you were a fiction writer in Europe, like you were like, I don't know, man. I have to find out like why all the fiction bros in that time that were like born early 1900s, they were just like, yeah, that's sick.
We're going
like
all in.
Celine, all these guys, they were just like, it was something about those guys. I mean, you got like Coco Chanel and all them too. Like they were just like, he was just catnip to those people.
Yeah.
And then next month we'll be doing a Rolling Stones episode. Probably two. You can't really do just one Rolling Stones episode. I was watching
it's a plural band.
Rock and roll. Yeah,
literally. Yeah.
Rock and I was watching Rock and Roll Circus. That's such a great fucking concert.
Dude,
Taj Mahal, dude.
Yeah.
Tears the house down.
Yeah, he does.
And he looks like he's in a Jordan Peele movie.
He does.
Yeah, he has like the cowboy hat and like the cool glasses and like the vest on and stuff. And I was like, this guy literally looks like a guy you'd see right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone's fried out on acid, like in the tent, and you just see like a guy like Rolling Stones are singing like "Salt of the Earth" in the crowd, and you see this like dude in the front, like like that, and he's just like, oh, he's just like, he's like, I love this song, but I'm fucked up. That's a great game to watch. So, on that note, guys, everybody have a safe week. We'll catch you guys next time.